This show is intended for adult audiences. You know, people with bills, backaches, responsibilities, and a functioning sense of humor. It contains strong language, stronger opinions, and the kind of jokes that might send the emotionally fragile into a full-blown meltdown. If you're easily offended, perpetually outraged, or think words are violence, this is your cue to clutch your pearls, grab a blankie, and sprint to your nearest safe space. Or, you know, just get in the sea. We won't miss you. For everyone else, buckle up and let's have some laughs.
Rated D for Dickhead.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
Hello, you dirty little boys. Are you interested in my body?
I'm gonna come.
Nice tits.
A real set of badonkers. Packing some Doban hunkeros, Baghanaga hoogs, humongous hungalamga no logongas.
I want people in the industry to be a little bit louder about people being mean to other people, and maybe say it's not a good thing.
I don't really care, Margaret.
Hello. I'm off. Basically, run.
What's going down, babes? Show me the loving.
Silence! You are too gay to be the doctor.
I'm wonderful, and I'm the most amazing person in the universe.
Exterminate!
Go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them. With the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
But hey, that's just a theory. A theory.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels.
Why are you running? Let's take some dope.
I am like,
I have had hallucinations on weed before.
if I get that high,
Them babies, Alyssa. Disabilities. I wanted to finish Elden Ring, goddammit.
He's a piece of shit.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
the reason why DEI was put in place in the first place was incredibly disingenuous. Racism and sexism, people being discriminated against. This was put in place to try and
Disillusioned young dudes.
white men or straight people. Someone's getting a job over them that doesn't deserve it. People are missing out on jobs that deserve it more than a person who's getting it because they're a woman or because they're black. But these people are making a lot of money, print money, cash, money,
wealth,
capitalism. Raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Bad news.
fans!
Oh, yeah!
Indeed.
Who's bricked up, baby? Yeah!
Well, I mean, after seeing what Will's been working on in the lab.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I was showing John a few little previews of some things I'm working on. Like,
Nice.
yeah, just stupid clips like this one, for example, which has no sound right now, but, you know, it's just a test to see what I can do with these characters besides what I've already done with them, you know, for future use, for other things, you know, just for when I get that song working, once the, you know, the payoffs up. So we're not going to listen to the whole thing again, but you get the picture. I know you're sad. I wish you could listen to it, and I wish it was already finished, but it's not because, unfortunately, I'm really busy. And
all good things to those who wait, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Exactly right. But yes, of course, it's WTF Live, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that now. What a wonderful thing to have happened to you, you lucky, lucky people. It's Will Fans Live, or what is it? We used to call it White Time Friends.
White Time Friends, indeed.
WTF Live, yeah. Wigger Trigger Fanatics as well. We have got a very busy show for you today. Plenty of things to be going on with, but before we do that, thought I would just do some intros. So, John, how's it going, dear boy?
Oh, you know, awesome as always. Still working on trying to get things swapped over from the old laptop to the new system and get everything sorted out. Decided that it was best to just go with the raw camera rather than try to fight with OBS because I went and I took Jay's good advice and put them on separate bus lanes. But it still was having issues when we popped in before the stream began. So I'll get it sorted out. I'll figure out, you know.
You're still chopping. Your image is chopping for me. I don't know what it's like in the stream. I think it might be better in the stream. In fact, it is.
I hope. Yeah.
Better in the stream. I'm seeing the stream now, and it's not chopping at all. So hey, that's good. That's a StreamYard issue then.
Yeah.
As always.
So at least yes, we're moving in the right direction. But I'll figure out the certain blend to make sure that everything works. But other than that, you know, just had a fairly relaxed day off. I got to stop staying up over 24 hours because I end up sleeping for just way too long. I need to go back to just taking little micro naps during the day. But that's like my own personal shit. But other than that, yeah, things are great. Let's fucking go. You know, let's do this thing.
Yeah, excellent. That's great. I've had a pretty productive day as well. Got the MBI to bitch over and do as I said today, so that's done for a month. And I even finally got the and using an extender from a different shaver managed to actually have a shave today, so I don't look like a homeless person anymore. Yeah, it's great. I had just a messy beard. It was so horrible. I really had to do something about it.
Yeah, mine's dreadful at the moment.
It's just like I told you my niece washed my shaver, so it was fucked. And because of the typhoons and earthquakes, the one that I ordered that was supposed to arrive 2 weeks ago is still not anywhere near a delivery. So I was like, you know what, I reckon I can just hold this attachment onto this other shaver and probably, you know, and it worked. You know? Yep. I even managed to shave my head. So yeah,
nice.
Really
Necessity
good.
is the mother of invention, as they say.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we waited just long enough for Rhoda to slide right in during the intro.
We did, yeah. Rhoda, what's going on with you, buddy?
Literally just got in from work. All I've done is throw on a clean t-shirt and come up here.
Wow, that's
I think you're right.
Nice effort, buddy.
Indeed.
Appreciate it.
That's right.
No, I thought I was going to be late, but luckily my manager decided to be nice to me and let me go on time.
Yeah, that's what you like, isn't it?
Couldn't, so that was very kind. Yeah, had a great time on Noise's show last night, which meant I didn't get much sleep, but that's fine. It
when
just
is
means
Noise's show?
Different times. There's like Mondays and Thursdays are like 2 a.m. for me. Wednesdays are 8 p.m. for me.
Yeah, I think you guys start right around.
I'm only ever on the Wednesdays and Thursdays because Tuesday.
So it's either the early the morning for me, or an acceptable time of the morning. Right.
Hmm.
I'll have to check it out. In the meantime, we must acknowledge DramaticaLaur.
Hello.
Indeed.
We acknowledge you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because of the time zone fuckery, this is much harder for her to attend now. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, it has to be done because there's so many people who would never see it if I didn't change it. So I'm really sorry, Laura, but maybe you can stay up a little later and hang out with us at some point. We would like to see you play Jackbox again soon, but you know, whatever, we can always try and schedule another stream for stuff like that when you're actually able to join us, but we'll talk about that in Discord. Anyway, have a good one. Rhoda, was there anything else? I'm sorry, you were cut across as is tradition already. So
no, that's
news on
hold on.
Yeah, the Rad
Guardian.
There is.
The Guardian. You were at work.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the news?
Yesterday we stocked 2 copies. This morning I threw 2 copies away.
Yeah! All right. The only way it gets better is if you would have somehow thrown away 3 to 5 more, you know?
Yeah, people are just coming into the store to dump them off.
Drop their copies off on your shelf, yeah.
But
It
no,
gets better.
it does get a bit better. Like I say, we stocked 2 yesterday. Today we only stocked 1.
Oh.
Yeah, there you
Right,
go.
you
No,
know.
not even buying as many to sell. You didn't happen to thumb through it and see if there was a certain article on there, did you? About the Game Awards?
No, I couldn't get to it. It was already in a decard cage when I came in.
Well,
I just failed the decard cage.
Right. Well, that's what you do, baby. The Guardian remains unsold, and that is a beautiful thing. Let's fucking go. I love it. I love all these sound effects. I'm having so much fun with them. But there you go. Yeah, we've got tons and tons to talk about today. Loads of topics. Obviously, we'd like you to like the stream before we do anything else. Don't forget. It's very important to like the stream.
Like the stream.
Share the stream.
There's
it is. Links out there already.
Share and sharing. All you have to do is go to your X, and don't forget to smash repeatedly the love button. Rub that love button, baby. You know, till it goes off. It might take you a while, but don't give up. Just keep hitting it over and over and over again. And you never know what might happen. You might see some of this. But there we go. We don't have any music for it yet, sadly, but that's, you know, it's a thing. So there we go. Obviously, the same old rules apply. Please fill up the bars. We need to, you know, I need to survive. So there's that. And I will reward you with the usual. You can choose your goon when the bar is full, or in November halfway full. And the blue bar is for Jackbox. If you want to play Jackbox, get some memberships and fill up this bar. Anyway, that's enough for the initial grift. Let's get into some stuff, guys. It's Thursday.
Oh yeah,
it is.
You know what that means?
I do know what that means, and I'm very glad you brought it up because we must get to it. We're going to be doing a special edition of Wanker of the Week today because we have 2 people, both of whom are co-wankers this week. So let's
get masturbation, huh?
Yeah, let's get fucking weird with it, guys. There we go.
This is a segment to celebrate all the people that we wish would disintegrate. Celebrities, politicians, lawyers, bankers, all of these people are total wankers. Insufferable, intolerable, nauseating, excruciating wanker of the week.
Right, Wanker of the Week is here, guys, and today is a special day because we will be first of all, I'm going to show you that I now have finally got round 2 creating a, just one second, just making sure I'm not about to dox myself or anything like that. Got around to creating an actual spreadsheet for Wanker of the Week, so we can all take a look at this. Hold on, I'll get it on screen.
It's like the leaderboard.
Yeah, we have a leaderboard. now for Wanker of the Week.
Not just Wanker of the Week. We can actually do like a Wanker of the season or the Wanker.
We can have Wanker of the Year by the end of the year. Exactly right. And of course, we created this in around about August, so it's not going to be a full year. So I might add additional points to people myself here and there. For example, Hasan Piker has actually only featured twice, but I've given him 3 times because he's appeared in so many other episodes that I figured he can get an extra wank there. Right. So at the moment, Hasan Piker is leading the table with 3 appearances. Jimmy Kimmel is in second place with 2 appearances. Then we have Gavin Newsom, Dan Clancy, and Emma Watson, and the firstest femalist ever, Emma Watson, of course that is. But that only works if you don't realize that we also previously did include Angela Rayner as Wanker of the Week, who is also a whammon. So when Emma Watson was declared the firstest ever, I want you to think of it as the Jennifer Lawrence style firstest ever, right. Female Wanker of the Week. And then, of course, we have RTU and iDubbbz, which actually were our first 2. Right. The first 2 we ever did. So in the opposite order. So there you go. We've got a leaderboard now, guys. We're going to be looking there. We'll see how it goes. There might be more. I'm going to keep it open. I'm going to take it off the screen because we are going to be adding 2 people to the list today, or 1 extra person. One of them is a repeat performance. Our co-wankers of the week are Destiny and Hasan Piker. So that now puts Hasan Piker on 4 and adds Destiny, who I'm sure will rise up the rankings very, very quickly indeed. But yeah, so it's been a weird week for Hasan. He was in China. And he got detained by the Comicops, which was very funny. It was even weirder when he decided to go on a stream and apologize for them. Right.
I do have one just kind of, small little criticism. Instead of Wanker of the Week rankings, maybe it should be Wanker of the Week wankings.
Wankings. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to action that immediately. There we go. The wankings of the week. There we go. The wankings of the wankers. Yes, very good. That joke does work in reverse, as it turns out as well. It's just the Tuesday joke. But anyway, yeah. So we have this Destiny and Hasan Piker, as it turns out, fucking despise each other, which is just so delicious. You just can't get enough of it. It's just a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. Just.
The enemy of my enemy is still my enemy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we hate them and they hate each other. It's glorious. Destiny, if you don't know who Destiny is, not everybody follows internet drama and blood sports and all that. Destiny is a father actually to his eternal felting, because his son is turning into a bit of a neo-Nazi. He's a father who is also a leftist streamer of an extreme radical left-wing, very, very, very woke persuasion, as opposed to Hasan Piker, who is woke, but he's more of a communism facilitator, whereas Destiny is like, oh, I'm a socialist, but he's the most irritating little pissant in the world. If you've ever seen him in a alleged debate, people like to say that Destiny is a good debater, or a master debater, you might even say. But I beg to differ, because you see, going like this and really not letting anybody get a fucking word in and just talking about how you're so crazy. Why are you even saying this? I can't believe you're doing it. That's not debate. That is failure to debate. You have in fact panicked and just started spraying insults at people because you don't have an argument. And that is the Destiny style of debate, one that I have no respect for whatsoever. So anyway, it is hilarious to watch as Destiny hates Hasan. The other reason Destiny obviously hates Hasan is because Hasan is like twice his size. Destiny is about 5 foot tall. And or 5'2" or some ridiculous height for a male to be.
Destiny does have a bigger head, though.
His head is disproportionately large.
Yeah, and And Hasan's is disproportionately small, so you know.
Yeah, they are the antithesis of each other.
Right.
It's right. You've got a pinhead on a giant shoulders, and then you've got this giant head.
Lollipop head, yeah.
He's like the Lollipop Guild. That's what he is like, yeah. I got a picture, actually, I can share of Destiny. This is not in any way doctored. I swear.
Right. I know.
Well, I thought we already covered Funko Pops.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, very good. So yeah, that's a good one, actually. Yeah, so this is actually what the man looks like. As you can see, he is a tiny, insignificant man, a hobbit, you might say.
Mm-hmm.
And so he obviously has a double reason to hate Hasan, because the left keeps trying to portray Hasan as a sex symbol. Destiny is also regularly accused of multiple sexual offenses. He has, in fact, been caught more or less red-handed, making revenge porn, as well as having interactions on his Discord with minors and the exchanging of pictures with them. And why he's not in prison yet, I actually have no idea. But, you know, hey, there's that. But now, for whatever reason, Destiny, of all people, has decided to accuse Hasan Piker of having inappropriate physical contact with a 15-year-old at a Berlin brothel.
This seems like a distraction tactic.
Well, this is the thing. It's all sort of blown up in Destiny's face of late.
Right.
He was like called out. He's being sued, I think, by the girl who is one of his victims anyway. I don't know. But one thing that is 100% absolutely you can set your watch by it true is that he is a map.
Mm-hmm.
And quite honestly, I mean, it's not even worth calling it speculation at this point. There's just too much evidence, like overwhelming patterns of evidence. And yet he has decided to turn around and accuse Hasan. Hasan, who somehow lucked out of being detained indefinitely in communist China for having a Chairman Mao meme on his phone. And let's not forget that the meme in question is actually a celebration of Mao. So he got away with it.
Right. I was going to say that'd probably be the reason that they let it slide. That and
Yeah.
they probably, if they know of Hasan, were like, just get him the fuck out of the country. I don't want to deal with this. You know, he's America's problem.
And it's also worth pointing out that this means that Hasan Piker is a fan of the #1 world's most brutal dictator in history and still advocates for communism.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know how to reconcile that, but whatever, I don't have to. He has to make that one work. So then, yeah, basically this is the situation. I have an article about it from Times of India, who've proven to be pretty based lately. I wish they had a dark mode, but they don't seem to. Funny that, really. Anyway.
Right.
Channeling my inner Ryan Roger.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's almost time for the clip.
Yeah, it's time for the Ryan clip. I apologize, Ryan.
I'm your master. You are my possession. Don't raise up on me. I'm all deaf. I'm all deaf.
Of course, we did also refer to the show again as White Time Friends today. So
indeed, for channeling Ryan today, guys, we're channeling Ryan. So while we won't be making too many overt racist jokes, if in their absence, you can go ahead and super chat us as many as you'd like, and I can do nothing about it because I am, you know, honor-bound to read almost anything that you guys write to us. So fill the bar, hint, hint. It wasn't subtle. Destiny makes explosive allegation against Hasan Abi. I cannot stand that that's his name. It's the second most annoying thing personally to me about Hasan Piker. The #1 most annoying thing to me about Hasan Piker on a personal level is the fact that he is a massive One Piece fan and clearly has no idea what the themes of it are. And in fact has managed to receive the entire opposite in terms of the author is trying to say.
We actually covered that last Saturday over on Heavenly Jester's channel. him
Oh, yeah?
talking specifically about One Piece. Yeah.
Well,
I had to make a
he
thumbnail
famously,
for
or infamously, I should say, compared the leader of the Houthis to Monkey D. Luffy, which I just don't believe. Because first of all, Luffy as a character is not someone who would ever rally an army of freedom fighters. He fights to defend people he likes.
Right.
And is extremely flippant about how he chooses that. He's like more like Goku than Goku is, you know, in that he just does things that he wants to do. He doesn't have a cause. He's not out to save the world. He just wants to be the freest man in the world, aka the Pirate King.
Right.
So I just don't understand how you could compare that. It's because Hasan Piker sees Luffy going and like freeing nations from tyranny in the story, which he does regularly, actually, and assumes that means that he must be on the side of the terrorists because he's a pirate.
But that's not the thing that drives him. Those are just things that are, you know, happenstance to his actual motives, you know. So yeah.
On the other hand, Hasan Piker does not seem to realize that the world government in One Piece, which is a shadowy organization that has broken every possible law that it stands for, and even has a singular king when it's not supposed to, and whose elders turn into demons literally when they enter the battlefield, and is built entirely on lies, cover-ups, and literally altering history, retconning history. He doesn't see any parallel between that and his beloved Democrat Party.
Right. So that's the thing he actually advocates for.
Right. The thing he's actually on the side of is the world government in One Piece. Yeah. The thing is that it's written so well that there are good guys and bad guys in every faction in the world of One Piece. The world is huge. It's one of the best written worlds there's ever been. So that's why you have like evil pirates and good pirates, you know, and evil higher ups of the world government and honest to goodness, you know, paycheck to paycheck Marines who work for them, you know, and then admirals, some of whom are all in on the evil and others who are completely lazy and don't want to be part of it, but just got promoted because they're really good at their jobs, you know, and stuff like that. So, you know, it's like that. It's a very gray, shades of gray kind of world. And Hasan Piker is trying to ascribe black and white, you know, good and evil to it, which is antithetical to the author's ideas. So on every level, he is a failure of a One Piece fan. And that boils my blood. But that is a massive tangent. I do apologize for it. But I've been kind of trying to get it off my chest forever, and I've never had a segment worthy of doing it.
It works.
Yeah. It drives me nuts. It does. It boils my blood. So anyway, whatever. Online streamer Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II, a.k.a. Destiny, a.k.a. Epstiny, a.k.a. Destiny. These are all Kino Casino names, by the way. They're great. Those guys are awesome. Yeah, his name is Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II, right? Which is another thing that fucking annoys me, because when you have a son who you choose to give the exact same name as you don't call them the second. You call them junior.
Right.
You have senior and junior, after which you start with the numbers. You don't call yourself the second. Unless you're... And this guy sure ain't no fucking king.
Right.
You know?
Maybe he knew his son was going to be shit, so he just had to designate him as number 2.
Well, I mean, he's certainly responsible for whatever his son has turned into. His son, actually, as a teenager, was just infuriated by his father's online behavior. This guy acts like... Oh, one more thing about Destiny. In addition to being a socialist and incredibly obtuse and ignorant and offensive, vapid, you know, vicious little bastard, and a hobbit and a map, he's also a cuck. Literally, I'm not like using that as an insult. He is a cuckold. He's into that.
Yeah.
He literally like there was like a stream where he was live and his wife's dancing with some huge black bull behind him.
Yep.
And it's just like, guy, what are you doing? Like, eventually his woman left him, as all cucks experience eventually. Women don't want to be in polyamorous relationships. They only ever suggest that when they know they can do better and are too nice to just break up with you.
Right.
They see if they can push their luck for that. And this guy is a cuck. He went for it and he ended up alone and felt it. So in many ways, the exact opposite of Hasan Piker. It's hilarious, really, considering they're both on the same team. But anyway, there we go. So Stephen Kenneth Bonnell Jr., better known as Destiny, has once again ignited controversy by making a serious allegation against fellow streamer Hasan Piker, known online as Hasanabi. Fuck off. The claim came shortly after a heated exchange between the two, following Hasan's remarks about Destiny's past association with far-right figure Nick Fuentes. And oh boy, the whole fucking world is going crazy over Nick Fuentes. Have you seen what's going on lately on the right? Everyone's trying to say the right is at civil war at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. It's every single person versus Ben Shapiro and Steve and Levine. Mark Levine? Stephen, what's his name?
Mark
Levine, yeah. The two of them have gone on the warpath. Not everyone's into Nick Fuentes, but I don't really know what Tucker Carlson did to offend them. Like, it's bizarre. And Ben Shapiro is going off his rocker a bit lately.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nick Fuentes, I don't know enough about, to be honest. He was banned before I ever heard his name. So I've never seen anything of him apart from coverage on Kino Casino. But he does seem to be a bit of a crackpot. And apparently he's a Nazi, but I don't see that. I just see a very far right guy.
Yeah, I can't say that I know too much of him. He's just he's in his 20s and pissed off at the world kind of guy. That's kind of my take on it.
There's a rumor that he's gay. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's a clip. And that's the other thing about Destiny. He's also gay. I don't care what he says. He says he's bisexual, but whenever given the opportunity, he has a cock in his mouth.
Yeah.
He's even written long Discord threads about how much he likes penises.
Yeah. I believe that is actually the thing that was confirmed by Nick Fuentes.
That's that's where I was going with it. Allegedly, there is a clip out there somewhere of Nick Fuentes being pleasured by Destiny, despite the fact that they are on opposing sides, extremely far on opposing sides politically. I guess Romeo and Joe.
Yeah, the heart wants what it wants, you know. It's just...
The heart? I don't think the heart had much to do with it, mate.
Right.
Beef heart.
I don't know what the fuck the internet is when we get into these kinds of things, man. The shit that goes on, I don't want any part of it. I'm just here to give you my anti-woke takes, grift, have some fun and entertain you people, you know, and hopefully make enough money to look after my family.
Indeed.
It's sort of parasocial cheating relationships with fucking weird gooners on the internet. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't need that in my life. You know, what's wrong with everybody, man? Why is everybody fucking each other? Like, just stop. You know, you're ruining your lives.
Really
anyway,
not worth it. Yeah,
it ain't worth it, buddy. Fuck it. Anyway, there we go. In a viral post on X, which they still have to say is formerly Twitter. How many years has it been now?
Quite some time at this point. I never used it as Twitter, and I wouldn't use it as Twitter, so I always just call it X. Because to
July
me,
23rd, 2023. 2.5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Nearly. Fucking hell. I think at this point, we all know it's called X, all right? You don't need to go back and keep saying it's called Twitter. The only people who still call it Twitter, like habitually, are leftists because they wish it was still Twitter.
Right.
But anyway, Destiny responded by accusing Hasanabi of inappropriate conduct involving a girl during a visit to Berlin. So this is typical Destiny. When you can't win a debate, you just throw out everything, including the kitchen sink, including essay allegations and stuff like that, just to try and get a gotcha. He's the king, the undisputed king of whataboutism as well. Like, he cannot actually respond to any kind of argument without bringing up something that somebody else has done to compare it. He's a bit like, who's that other little oily wanker? The one with the real slappable face. Oh, the cringe little dickhead for Biden. He was on Piers Morgan not that long ago.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I can never remember.
Harry
Sisson. Harry Sisson.
Yeah.
Harry the Sissy Sisson. Yeah. Yeah. He's a bit like him in that respect. He's no good at actually representing what he stands for. And so they call him a good debater, but that's because he browbeats bullies and whataboutisms his way into getting the other side to just give up, because they know there's no point engaging with this cretin.
Harry Sisson looks like a well-groomed Destiny, I suppose.
Yeah, in both meanings of that word. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There we go. Anyway, an accusation that immediately spread across social platforms and streaming communities. I mean, don't get me wrong. I despise both of these guys. I hope they take each other out. I do. I really, and I don't mean that, in Minecraft or whatever. I mean, I hope they destroy each other's careers.
Yeah.
May the best dickhead win. I don't care, you've got the dog shocker versus the actual child abuser.
Yeah, whoever loses, we win,
Whoever loses, we win, right? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, they should get in a boxing ring and beat each other up.
Oh, yeah. Except that the thing is that they're not in the same weight class. In fact, I'm pretty sure Hasan Piker could probably bench Destiny. So
and Harry Sisson probably at the same time. You just
it's not actually as hard as you think. I once benched my wife.
Right.
That sounds really dirty when you say it like that.
That sounds like two homeless people going at it.
No, it's true though. It's like literally, she lay on my hands and I pushed up. I did a rep with her. But there you go. They are of such different sizes that it would be completely impossible to have a boxing match with them. You'd need to have it would be like, I don't know what to compare Hasan Piker to, because he does work out, so he's in pretty good shape, right? I can't deny that, as much as it annoys me. But it would be like some NXT guy wrestling Hornswoggle,
right?
No,
yeah,
use.
Yeah.
Anyway, there we go. So anyway, the post, which quickly garnered thousands of reactions, quoted Destiny saying, "If Hasan is going to reach this hard to say that I kickstarted Fuentes' career, then I am responsible for his career 10 times over." Oh, that's cope, buddy.
Right.
That's cope. He's trying to take credit for Hasan Piker. Also, Hasan fucked up 50. Oh, mate, the delivery is terrible. It's like, if I kickstarted, I don't know, anyone's fucking career, John's career, I certainly can also take credit for kickstarting Ryan's career, even though that's just not true at all. It's like some demonstrable thing. Oh, also Ryan fucked up, blah, 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 blah. Just totally, boom, throw this guy under the bus. Why?
Right.
Why would you do that?
Just throw a grenade out there at the same time, yeah.
You're like, okay, so we've got snide, cope, massive assault charge.
Right.
Damn, that escalated quickly. So anyway, it says, again, if Hasan is going to reach this hard to say that I kickstarted Fuentes' career, that I'm responsible for his career 10 times over. Also, Hasan fucked a 15-year-old when he was visiting that brothel in Berlin. That's why he doesn't like to talk about it as much now. That's why he doesn't like to talk about... What? I don't... What are you talking about? What does he not like to talk about as much now? Did he used to talk about banging a 15-year-old?
Maybe he means the trip to Berlin in general.
Oh, right, the trip to Berlin. Right, yeah. The intensity of Destiny's statement immediately reignited old tensions between the two, drawing widespread attention from viewers and fellow creators. I mean, it's a great strategy, really. If you've got to take someone down, cancel them for this,
Right.
And it is hilarious to see a a child's SA allegation coming from Epstein, you know?
Right.
But there you go. Get off my screen.
I guess takes one to know one kind of applies, right?
I guess maybe they have like, yeah, you know, like pedodar or something.
Right. Takes one to spot one.
Yeah. Destiny's allegation over Hasan Abi's Berlin trip sparks intense online reaction. The allegation surfaced after Hasan Abi discussed Nick Fuentes during a recent live stream, where he said he'd long avoided covering the controversial political commentator to prevent amplifying extremist voices. Hasan added that figures like Destiny helped give Fuentes a platform through debates and exposure, prompting Destiny's strong reaction online. Following Destiny's post, users on X called the accusation serious and shocking. Destiny replied to one comment stating it's common knowledge behind the scenes. If Hasan wants to contest it, he can sue me, but he won't because truth is an absolute defense against defamation. Woohoo! Watch out! Truth is an absolute defense against defamation. Uh-oh! Apologize for the other people wearing earphones. Right. But I tanked it as well. Anyway, so there you go. So I mean, this is I hope this will escalate. I really do. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be some moral high ground bitch in this situation. I despise both these people. I feel that the world would be better off if nobody could hear anything they ever said ever. In fact, I think it would probably be better if they both just glued their mouths shut, so that no one ever got their brains poisoned by their warped ass ideas. But, you know, if one of them is going to be pitted against the other, it's like you said, John, whoever loses, we win. I hope they take each other down, all the way down, and end up side by side in prison.
Right.
Frankly, you know, it's brilliant. A little mutually assured destruction. What, anyone, you know?
Right, right.
Anyway, Hasan Abi has previously acknowledged visiting a Berlin brothel years ago, but has never mentioned anything resembling the claims made by Destiny. So I don't know how many years ago it was. Did he say how many years ago it was?
I don't think so.
No. When did I'm gonna do a quick Google here just to find out, because he might have an out from this. When did Hasan visit Berlin brothel? All right. AI is going to answer around 2010, apparently. All right. So that's
years ago.
That's quite a long time ago. How old is Hasan Piker? 34. So he would have been 21.
1920, somewhere in there.
Yeah, he would have been. He was born in 91. Yeah, so he would have been 19. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. Next thing then is I'm pretty sure the age of consent in Germany is 14.
Yeah. So
as long as a person over the age of 21 does not exploit a 14 or 15-year-old person's lack of capacity for self-determination.
So that seems like while a little bit
alleged
awkward,
well, it might be illegal because it's prostitution,
right?
But it's not.
Yeah, and you would think, and if indeed this is a 15-year-old working at a brothel, that is kind of the extreme definition of consent.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what got me thinking. Like, okay, there was a 15-year-old working in a brothel in Germany, and no one raided them, and that's why I remembered. Hang on a minute, don't they have a really sketchy age of consent?
Right.
And yeah, they do. It's 14 if you are under 21.
Yeah.
So there you go. Isn't that fucked? Like, imagine if you're like 20. Does that mean you can date a 14-year-old? But on your birthday, you have to break up. You know what I mean? Like on your birthday, you have to break up. Right. It's a bit dodgy, isn't it? It's very strange. So what's the age of consent for over 21? 16.
16. So you just have to kind of take a
year off.
Take a year off. That's right.
A gap year.
Go get seasoned. And
a year where you fill somebody else's gap.
Jesus
That's right.
Christ, yeah. Get some practice and then realize you have no business dating someone that much younger than you when you're that young. Like I you know what I mean? Like if you're 19 and someone's 14, that is a huge difference.
Right.
You know, it's not like if you're 45 and someone's 40 and you're in a relationship. That's it's nowhere near as big a difference, you know?
Right.
It's like how you don't hang out with the kids in the other years at the same school as you most of the time. Because they're a year younger than you. So they're totally different. But by the time you're like 20, you're probably fine to be mates with people a year or two younger or older than you, you know? Anyway, whatever. So yeah, he says he visited a brothel, but has never mentioned anything resembling the claims made by Destiny. Thing is it, I mean, brothels presumably aren't legal in Germany. I mean, I don't know. It depends where it was in Berlin, right? So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are brothels legal in Germany? Yes.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Sex work was legalized in 2002. That explains a lot. I went to Hamburg in like 2012, 2013, maybe, and walked to the airport just because I had 6 hours until my flight and I'd been kicked out of the hotel because the I was working out was over. So I decided to take myself for a walk to the airport. And on the way, I passed the Ripperbahn, which is the red light district.
Yep.
And it was middle of the afternoon. But it was very strange because there was a McDonald's and a brothel above it. So I'm not joking. There was the Golden Arches, and directly above it in the window, like a pink star-shaped poster,
right,
with a pair of tits, and it said "sex, €50." And I was like, well, I could go get 2 burgers.
Indeed.
A happy meal and then a happy ending.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes, very good. Very good. Rhoda's on form today.
Indeed.
Very good indeed. Yeah, that was good. Very well done. Anyway, all that aside. So it seems, at least, that in Germany, Hasan didn't break the law.
Yeah.
If he went to a brothel in 2010 and ended up hooking up with a 15-year-old when he was 19, he didn't break.
It's a little bit odd, but I suppose you're on holiday, so.
I'm on me holidays. I want to bang some kids.
Right. Gotta get it done before I turn 21, you know.
That is fucked, buddy. Anyway, there you go. So no credible evidence has emerged to support the allegation. It currently remains unverified speculation circulating on social media. I doubt anyone's done anywhere near as much research into it as we have, actually.
Right.
But the thing is, I so badly want them to take each other down. I want to know what Destiny's odds are here of success, and they're not good.
Yeah.
Once again, buddy, you've just shot from the hip without thinking, proving again what a terrible debater he actually is.
Right, right. Well, feelings don't care about facts, you know.
No, exactly. The feud between Destiny and Hasan Abi has now escalated into one of the most heated controversies in the streaming world, with the community divided over the nature and validity of their claims. Good. Eat each other, leftists. Go ahead. Destroy yourselves. Break yourselves against the impenetrable wall of your own idiocy. Go ahead. Make my day.
Please.
Until Hasan Abi addresses the accusation or further proof emerges, the situation remains speculative, highlighting how personal conflicts between high-profile creators can rapidly spiral into public drama. So there you go. It got it's definitely doing the rounds. You know, Chibi Reviews is here. If we humor this for a moment, this means Destiny was sitting on proof that Hasan harmed a child and waited for the exact moment to release it because of optics. I don't like Hasan, but if this is untrue, I feel Hasan should sue Destiny. Yeah, but again, it's potentially not illegal what he did in Germany.
Right.
Proven dog abuser, now alleged child predator. This is not Hasan's year. Again, people won't do the research we've done, so let them run with this. I don't care. Hasan, a streamer who actively uses allegations he knows are false, as well as exaggerating the truth and accusing people of things they never did, now has child allegations that Destiny is willing to go to court over because it's not defamation, because it's the truth. Destiny, holy shit. Yeah, but again, you're felted, buddy, because it sounds like it was leaked. Look how small his head is.
Yep.
on the just huge, gigantic fucking body. It's crazy. He's like Stay Puft. Whoa.
If it weren't for his ears, his neck would actually be wider than his head.
That's true. That's true. What does he look like without ears? Anyway, I want to know now. Grok. Anyway, Furious Dan, by the way, is here for $2. Says, hey, I messaged you on DMs. Thank you for the $2, buddy. Appreciate it. Man, it's fucking slow today. Fill the bar, guys. Don't you want to see some tits? Don't you want to play Jackbox? What's happened? Anybody there? Hello?
I guess it's the seasonal lulls or lulls rather for holidays and whatnot.
All right. Well, time for me to kill my channel and get a job then.
Oh no.
Oh well. The quartering, there is only two possible outcomes here. Hasan Piker must sue Destiny or admit that when he was in his mid-20s.
Right.
I'm not sure about this. The quartering, I used to like the quartering quite a lot. Dan, by the way, I will get to your DM in a minute. Just let me finish the segment. I used to like the quartering quite a lot. I used to watch quite a few of his videos. Lately, I feel like he's just turned into a lazy grifter.
Yeah.
And an idiot too. And I really just don't know what the hell anyone gets out of watching his shit anymore. You know.
Can we just take a look at that first sentence again as well?
There is
on there, and there is only two possible outcomes.
Do you see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's also a drunk, so there's that. You know. It's like if you're gonna drink, you better be able to function too. You know.
Right.
But there you go. I bet Hasan fans already have this gem lined up. The age of consent in Germany is 14, as long as the person over the age of 20. Right. Millstone attracted person. See, everyone just this is the problem though, right? And I don't mean to I'm not defending this, okay? I still think it's fucking weird, but it's not illegal.
Right.
If it's not illegal, then he's just a creep. He's not legally culpable, and you've got no case.
Right.
Do you see what I mean? People on the internet just don't seem to understand that the law is not like a morality law. It's the law of the land. It's legislation. It's fucked and it's useless more often than not. But it is the law. And if the law says you can do this thing and somebody does it, you can't do anything to them except tut, which sucks because there's obviously a lot of tutting to be done here, if true. But
oftentimes
you can't say he's committed a crime.
Yeah, oftentimes, morality and ethics has very little to do with the law.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, if he's banging that young, then yeah, I mean, and he's not like got some weird reason, like he's, I don't know what it is. Then yeah, he obviously is just someone who's into that. So there you go. I don't know. It is very strange to do that.
Indeed.
Definitely.
Do you like the Spider-Man meme though?
Yeah, this is the thing that's good. This is the thing that people should be doing on our side, is not like jumping on Hasan. It should be jumping on both of them. Yeah. Because if they want to criticize one, then they have to criticize the other. And both of them seem to be as bad as each other. As James Opp says. Exactly. Yes. He still is. It's just that Destiny won't be able to do anything about it.
New York pedo department.
Well, it's fucked up, isn't it? The world is a fucked up place.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're still scum, the pair of them, you know, and I want them both to just literally just kick the shit out of each other, you know. Yeah. And there you go. Destiny accuses blah blah blah. We do not want your kind out here. But you're the one who's been literally caught.
Right. Well, maybe that's what he means. Is you're not?
He doesn't want him in his club.
He doesn't want him in his club. Exactly. I've already marked this territory.
Oh right, I see. So Hasan basically blames Destiny for giving a platform to Nick Fuentes. which is funny because he gave him a lot more than a platform.
Right.
And then Destiny turns around, calls Hasan a kiddie fiddler, when he himself is like permanently being indicted for exactly that.
Right.
And that basically, ladies and gentlemen, is why there are 2 wankers of the week this week.
Indeed.
Do you have anything to add, boys?
I mean, a giant stone could fall on both of them in the midst of an argument and really just solve this whole thing.
Nothing of value would be lost, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they're the same person in different parts of the mirror maze.
I think they got their heads swapped when they were born.
Right, right.
Hasan's face in this picture would look much more
appropriate, yeah,
on Destiny's body, and Destiny's face would kind of fit Hasan's. So
right,
you've got a big head on a small body and a small head on a big body, and both of them are apparently diddling kids. So
takes all kinds, I suppose, right?
There it is. Yeah, there it is.
They both seem to have the same nose as well. That's weird.
Yeah. Maybe they've been punched in it too many times. I don't know. Maybe
that would make sense.
All I know is 2 wankers of the week today. Hasan now is on 4, which keeps him at the top. Destiny, of course, it's his first appearance, but he's really been boiling my piss lately, so I'm sure he'll be appearing more. Congratulations. We have 2 wankers of the week.
This is a segment to celebrate all the people that we wish would disintegrate. Celebrities, politicians, lawyers, bankers, all of these people are total wankers. Insufferable, intolerable, nauseating, excruciating wanker of the week.
They're wanker bound.
Oh, yeah, baby. All right, getting rid of those 2 scumbags for a minute. Let me check my DMs and see what Furious Dan has sent to me. And lament that the bar is so unfull. Oh, well. Anyway, what's this?
It might be one of his new shorts. He's working on some stuff.
Yeah, he sent me 2 clips. It says, hey, Will, I got 2 videos that blew up on his channel. Oh, he's getting subs like every hour. Hey, congratulations.
Indeed.
That's
Glad
great.
to hear it. Glad to hear it, dude.
I need to get my AI channel off the ground.
Yeah. Will of the fantasies.
I'm not doing that.
I know.
I don't want it to be tied to me. Anyway, there we go. Let me share the screen here then, and I'll be careful. Because I just, every streamer is pathologically afraid to open the DMs.
Right.
But anyway, let's watch. We got sound, yes.
Is that glare all you've got, human? I'll tear you apart. Not today. What?
Stay down, demon. You picked the wrong guy to mess with. Remember the name, Furious Dan.
Shameless self-promotion. Okay, buddy. Oh, wow, sombrero.
Tonight, Akina belongs to the Nismo. Perfectly set up. Hope you like your tacos with a side of tire smoke, Furious Dan. What? Did a taco truck just outdrift me? Damn you, roadkill!
Nice
roadkill. Yeah, these are clips from his new intro that he's working on.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah. That's great.
Yep.
That's sweet. They're blowing up, are they? That's good, man. I'm pleased for you. Well done. Congratulations, dude. And cheers for the super.
Indeed.
Now then, gentlemen, we could have had a 3rd wanker this week, but it's not a person. It's basically all the country's governments in the world.
Right.
And in particular, one corporation, Apple. Now, I don't know if you've heard this yet, but Apple has decided that they are going to be the first to bring digital ID to your devices and allow WEFs reach into your personal life pretty much at any moment that they choose to. This is disgusting, and this article is from Reclaim the Net, by the way, which you should absolutely go and check out at your earliest convenience and bookmark forever. So this is a site that's literally dedicated to railing against censorship and surveillance, which is exactly what we all stand for around here.
That sounds
In the
like
meantime, Furious Dan, by the way, for another 2 says, thank you, Will. You're welcome, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, let's get some subs. You want to play Jackbox? All right. Anyway, Apple has begun testing a new feature. I'll zoom in a bit. That could eventually turn its wallet app into a central hub for personal identification. John, you are going to have a field day with this.
Right.
The company introduced digital ID today, describing it as, a way for users to store and present identification directly from their iPhones or Apple Watches. Right, is limited for now. It's only in the United States and only for domestic air travel. But you can have your passport on your phone.
Right.
So you effectively...
No, thank you.
Yeah,
no, don't want that either.
Quite often, they usually do try to get these things through using travel as.
Because travel is so inconvenient.
Right.
That they'll go, oh well, it's so convenient, and that's how they get it into your into the normies' heads that this is a good thing.
Yep.
And before you know it, they've got access to your bank, and before you know it, you've got a social credit system.
Right. And I was actually watching Jimmy Dore was talking about some of the stuff the last couple of days, and they're testing out also alongside this. They're wanting to convince people in the banking system that you should get your money converted to stable coins. And he made the good point that stable actually means like a horse, where you're actually being, constantly under monitor and you're only allowed to go so far. So they would like to geo-lock your ability to purchase things. And so if you go from a certain location where you're supposed to be centralized and you travel too far, they'll shut your money off. So all this stuff is
I've seen pictures of food packaging with your daily carbon food allowance printed on it.
Oh yeah, I've seen them. Not in the Philippines, just on the internet.
Oh, I've only seen it on the internet.
In the Philippines, they will, like literally, if it's not a party, or at least if it is a party, it's not a very good party, unless you have got a pig on a spit.
Yeah, it's also another thing. I'm not a big fan of Windows to begin with, especially not Windows 11. But it was gifted to me, and it was part of just getting my system up and running again. But I can definitely say that it comes preloaded with a whole bunch of carbon credit bullshit built right into it. You have to go in and manually shut off all their energy saving this and that because you're using.
You mean the PC's hardware is set up that way?
Yeah, the software
Oh,
has a whole bunch of constraints put on it that you have to take off. Otherwise, it will put it in.
Can't you just do a complete new, fresh install?
No, this is baked into. This is baked into Windows 11. So you have you have to go into the administrative stuff, which is hard as fuck to actually even figure out where to find because they just try to have it all as just clean slate approach as possible, and you can't actually really get underneath the hardware and try to. We're going
to need something to come along and change this as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Although we may have that very soon. We'll get to that later. Anyway, the enrollment process involves scanning both the passport's data page and its embedded chip, followed by simple facial movement checks such as closing or turning one's head. Closing your head? How do you close your head?
Yeah, and then closing your eyes.
Closing and opening your eyes and mouth and stuff. Yeah. It's fucking sick, man. This is disgusting. This is Big Brother. Why aren't we freaking out more? What's going on, chat? This is the end of the fucking world as we know it. It's screwed up beyond belief. Can barely believe it's real.
Yep. It's almost as though the John's conspiracy theories. Unfortunately, I was not a madman. I just became pissed off because I was trying to get the word out.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Beyond airport checkpoints, Apple plans for digital ID to serve age verification purposes or confirm identity within certain apps and venues. That sounds terrible. It's arriving just as governments around the world accelerate plans for national digital identity systems. Fuck you. Rolls out. Identity checks are increasingly becoming called for by government as a prerequisite for access to both physical spaces and digital platforms. There's going to be a whole new black market.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be, it's going to be, I need that clip from One Piece again. The Great Pirate Era.
Right.
There's going to be a whole, I think, if people are serious about rejecting this shit, there's going to be a whole economy of alternate software.
Yeah. This is the whole reason why I built such a massive record collection in a short period of time. It was back during COVID. I'm going to get analog entertainment sources that, don't have any kind of tracking or anything like that built into it. Just completely
it's log cabin time, guys.
Yep.
You got to get your bug out bag ready. Anyway, identity checks are, increasingly called for. The EU has formalized its plan. Seriously, can we disband the EU? Like, really? They've done nothing for anyone. Nothing. They've accomplished nothing for anyone, and no one even asked for it.
Right.
This initiative mandates every member state to issue a European digital identity wallet for citizens that can use across borders. This is why the UK was supposed to leave the EU, but of course the UK ended up becoming even worse because of how much more tightly the leftism gripped my country after it left the EU.
Yeah, did you know that?
Go on.
Do you know the trial of the digital ID shit in the UK got hacked already, and the government didn't even know, and the hackers had to release the information themselves to get the clout.
Right.
Mm-hmm. The government didn't even know they'd been hacked.
Well,
government intelligence, buddy. It's an oxymoron.
Right. Well, I mean, I suppose you could read that either two ways. Either that, yes, they are being upfront about it, or maybe they are just knowing the security vulnerabilities and they just don't care, because ultimately this isn't about it actually being secure systems or anything like that. It's about control.
That is a fair point.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really care. The European Commission has already adopted the technical standards to make that system operational within the coming years. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Because it doesn't sound like they have if they just got hacked.
You sure about that?
Anyway, in the United Kingdom, Prime Minister government is pressing ahead with its own digital ID agenda. Yeah. And the new framework is expected to become mandatory for right-to-work checks. So they think that will fix illegal immigration.
Like,
no way. It's Agenda 2030, guys. It is. Walking Pebbles, right?
Yep.
They're pushing ahead with it, even as it's the push back and the push forward are so powerful. It must explode in like 2028.
Yeah, no, it is insane, the lengths that they're willing to go to, and thankfully, people were, for them, unfortunately, I can't say for the most part, but there were a capable resistance to the COVID hell world bullshit, and that was going to be their main entry point, because they already wanted to do all this stuff back during then. They were talking about all this digital ID and fanfare, and so
Indeed. Anyway, Australia has already established a national legal structure for it. Canada is planning its own foundations. And Apple's digital ID builds upon existing ID and wallet program, already allowing residents of Arizona, California, Colorado, Georgia, Hawaii, Iowa, Maryland, Montana, New Mexico, North Dakota, Ohio, West Virginia, Puerto Rico to store driver's licenses or state IDs in their wallet.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by silly bullshit like this.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
If there wasn't anything malicious behind it, which there obviously is,
obviously,
even in from a completely green point of view, if I was just some person who'd never had a critical thought in my life, I would like having a passport, a driving license, a birth certificate, and a national insurance number, because if I lose one, I could use the others to get it back. Whereas if everything's in one place and you lose it, you're fucked, mate.
Someone's got access to all your shit. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, you're done.
But Rhoda, isn't it so much easier?
Guys, I've got to step away for a second.
No worries. No, Rhoda, wouldn't it be so much easier if you could just have all that stuff easily accessible in your phone, all in one device?
It'd certainly be easier for someone trying to steal my ID. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No, that's the way that they try to promote this shit, is that convenience and ease of use. I believe there's even been some discussion about it here in the state that I live in, and the fact that I'm surrounded by states that are doing it already. I moved back from Washington a couple of years ago, and I have not updated my state ID because I'm a pedestrian. What do I give two shits about, right? And thankfully, because I do have a wizard beard, I can just go to the local privately owned bottle shop, and I can pick up whatever the fuck I need there. I don't need an ID for who I am, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't. And I'm at the point now where it's the only way that I would ever get it renewed is if I am able to put forth a plan to get the fuck out of here and go live in Timo America next to Will in the Philippines. But yeah, I'm not even slightly interested in giving that much information out to the government, especially at this point in time where there seems to be such a push towards this stuff. And as I mentioned, with this kind of really taking its big college try push during the height of COVID and all that kind of stuff, you keep hearing the usual suspects talking about how there will be another pandemic outbreak, and unfortunately there have been a lot of people that have already been conditioned that we're going to have to go through all that silly bullshit again. With
how do they know there's going to be another outbreak?
Well, they've been researching it, Rhoda. They've been ensuring that it's going to happen, because as we found out that COVID, the way that it was constructed, was made in a lab, and it wasn't even made in a lab in China. It was made here in the old USA, and then delivered to the Wuhan Institute of Viral Technologies or Research. So. Yeah, it's the
scientists who've made it should form a group and call themselves the Wuhan Clan.
Right. Well, it's kind of that whole thing. One of Biden's outgoing auto pinnings was giving Anthony Fauci a blanket pardon for shit, and he is the highest paid non-elected official in the government, or at least he was. I think he might be retired now and just merely consultant, but he's got a whole huge security detail for all the things that he's done, and the way that noted college dropout, but also at the same time the czar of all things food-based and medical here in America, because and worldwide, since he owns the WHO. Bill Gates, he's constantly talking to Fauci every week about all this kind of stuff. So they've been colluding for quite some time.
Oh yeah, definitely. Bill Gates should be in prison for
Mhm.
crimes against humanity.
Yeah.
I mean, there's all that shit with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation administering vaccines in India that killed people.
Right.
Children.
Right.
But there you go. I guess that's just another conspiracy theory, eh, buddy?
Indeed it is.
Well, there you go. So let's move on then. Let's talk about something a little bit more nerdy and a little bit less depressing because, oh my God, the world is becoming such a horrible place. It's Schrodinger's hit, Ghost of Yote. And is anyone else fucking sick of the sound of this game at this point? And that mostly is because people can't pronounce it. But this game is a nothing burger. That's what it is, right? I've got every single fucking day, my feed is filled with people raging at each other, saying it's a hit or it's a flop. It's neither.
It's just a a product of diminishing returns. So in that regard, I mean,
it's quite simple, right? First of all, before we do anything else, Yamato85 is here. Member for 7 months now. Congratulations and thank you. Says only John can save us from a zombie outbreak. Yep. And maybe Claire Redfield too.
Indeed.
We'll have to ask her if we ever get the bar up. But thank you. Thank you for your prolonged membership. I do appreciate it, man. It's really
much appreciated.
Really great. And long may it continue. Thank you very much. But oh wait, I forgot to play the Grift Force thing, man. That's fucking not like me at all. Grift Force! Let's go! Grift Force! Fucking energy in here.
Indeed.
All right, so there you go. Slap yourself in the face if you've not shouted yet in stream. Ghost of Yote is selling well, but not quite as well as Ghost of Tsushima. And that should be the end of the fucking story.
Right.
But it's not. Because let's be honest here, right? Ghost of Yote, they're saying here, how old is this? October 9th, right? Had sold 1.6 million copies, right? But the point is, even though this is an old article, and that doesn't even matter, really.
Right. The trend is held.
Right. The trend has held. So on the one hand, you've got, obviously, it's become represented by Smash JT and Colin Moriarty, which sucks for me because, again, I've said many times, I was a fan of Colin Moriarty until he turned out to be a weasel. And Smash JT is my friend, so to see him going at each other was very unpleasant. But I do believe that Smash JT is far more correct than Colin ever was, and that history has, as he predicted, proven him right. The problem is here: Ghost of Yote is not a complete and total flop. And if you say it is, you're being disingenuous and lying to your audience because. As much as I would like it to be a total fucking dumpster fire flop that lost money because of how woke it is, that's not happened, right?
Right.
On the other hand, as much as everybody wishes it was a giant mega hit smash, it's not.
That's never going to happen.
It is, in fact, a modestly profitable game.
Right.
They say the production budget was around about the same as Ghost of Tsushima, which was $60 million. It's probably a little more than that. But also marketing... Fake Wizard said 100 million is a good number. I think he's right. So if we base it on that, and they've sold 3.3, they sold 3.3 million copies in 32 days, which is effectively the same as how many copies Expedition 33 sold in the same amount of time. Right. So we talked about this the other day. Comparing it to anything, it's most comparable to Expedition 33, a tiny indie newbie game from an unknown dev that blew up because it was fantastic. This is the biggest game of Sony's calendar year.
Right. I would say this or Death Stranding, but more this because and I would say and more this just simply because
Death Stranding, if you're
Death
a super
Stranding was not
hardcore gamer
because
and a
Death
Kojima
Stranding
fan,
was
Death
Stranding was not received as well as Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
But
look, Ghost of Tsushima was a mainstream mega smash hit.
Mhm.
It sold like 13 million copies.
Jin Sakai became a veritable mascot for Sony.
He did, yeah. He became part of the pantheon of Sony's greatest hits, yeah. Up there with Kratos and Nathan Drake, and some people would include characters like Daniel Fortescue.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly, Sackboy is in there. You know,
yeah.
We should do mascots one day as a ranking. Sorry, that we shouldn't do mascots. That's not what I meant. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. This is sounding really gay.
God damn it! All right. Anyway, so yeah, basically, as it stands right now, it sold 3.3 million copies, which is less.
Right.
It sold that amount in 33 days, while Ghost of Tsushima did that in a week.
Yeah. I do wonder comparatively, because I did mention it. I wonder if Death Stranding 2 is actually sold more than this. And as stated, it is not a game that is seen with the level of praise and all that Ghost of Tsushima was, because they both came out relatively during the same time frame years ago, and then their sequels come out around the same time as well. And I wonder if Death Stranding is actually subtly done better than this, because that is ultimately what a lot of people have said. Because in this whole weird conjecture, there's people who are like, oh, all these chuds try to tell people to boycott the game. No, we just simply said, I'm not going to buy this shit.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to control anybody's decisions.
If we want to boycott something and we want you to boycott something, we will tell you to boycott it.
Right.
Whether you do or not is entirely up to you, of course. We're not influencers here. We're just tards with microphones.
Right.
But the point is, nobody ever said, don't go and buy Ghost of Yote.
Yeah, we said, I'm not going to.
We said, this looks woke. I hope it's fucking not, but it looks like it's going to be. Right. Oh, God, it is. Oh, the voice actor is a fucking Antifa bitch. Right. I'm thinking perhaps this game is everything we would hate the Ghost franchise to have become.
Right. Because they had a clear pathway towards success. And
yes, it's called Ghost of Tsushima 2.
Right. That's all they had to do. And
to be honest with you, right at this point, before you hold that thought and don't forget it,
no worries.
I didn't want a sequel to Ghost of Tsushima.
Right.
I didn't actually want a direct sequel. When I finished playing it, I thought, leave it ambiguous. Go and make something else now. And let that be Sucker Punch's brand. Historical, action games or something, if they don't want to do Infamous anymore. But you were going to say, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all right. But yeah, like with the way that it came out and it was so successful, all you had to do was build upon that. Yeah, build upon that success, and that would have been just this. This is more like, to compare it to anything else, this is effectively the difference between The Last of Us and then The Least of Us Part 2.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's very similar. You've said it hundreds of years in the future, so he's dead. So you've killed off the main character. You've replaced him with a woman, a surly, annoying woman. There's lesbianism in it.
Right.
It ends with two women raising a female girl, a female baby. It has a woman running around performing feats of strength that she couldn't against men who are more powerful than her, and wouldn't be so easy to take down. She's not a trained samurai.
Yep.
So it's girl boss.
My YouTube ads, right? As a complete, right? As a complete, as a complete non sequitur to what we're talking about. I'm starting to get ads again on YouTube because my 1 month premium went away. Now they're trying to send me ads for Slavic women. So evidently, they seem to think that I'm in need of buying a woman.
You don't need to buy women, man.
No, No, I don't. But
Just buy a plane ticket.
Right. Seems like that would be a lot less hassle. Anyways, I digress.
Team up, now that both these franchises are going to be ruined. Now, look, I'll be honest with you. I don't think that the Ghost franchise necessarily is ruined. I think if they were to look at this and say, okay, let's be real. This game is not going to do the same numbers as Ghost of Tsushima did.
Right.
We also, no matter what anyone says, there has never been a company in the world that has released a sequel product and expected it to do less than the original, no matter what Moriarty fucking says. Okay,
right?
There's never been a game studio or a movie studio or a phone company or anything that releases the next up version, the sequel to the previous, and expects to make less or even just equal money. They expect the audience will be grown.
Right.
That has not happened
because they want to build on their pre-existing install base.
Exactly.
And so that's the thing that is really the takeaway in terms of how is Ghost of Yote a
you're pronouncing it like Smash JT now. What the fuck, man? It's Yote. You don't have inflection like that in Japanese.
Point being, the the point I'm getting at is if it's supposed to build upon the fan base that's already there, then you don't go and do things that are going to directly undermine and undercut the install base. And so even if you can still relatively eke out a profit and whatnot, that doesn't mean that it's successful.
Exactly. What you've actually done instead is you've damaged the brand.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just ask Star Wars about this under Disney's control.
Yeah. This is the Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd expect it to. Sorry.
No, go ahead, please.
I thought you finished. You'd expect it to do better because, like, you get the original fans, like the people who bought it like new first time, and then like add on the people who came to it later, like maybe got second-hand copies or played it on like streaming services or whatever. Cervixes, yeah, that works well.
Gaming cervix does sound, you definitely play around there.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the Red Dwarf universe we just called it a groinal attachment, but
it is, yeah, a gaming cervix.
Yeah. But you'd expect word to spread, and you'd expect the sequel to be hyped, and you'd expect the sequel to be bigger.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, the thing is, the timeline was what it got announced last year at State of Play, and we all rolled our eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not good at all. If it had been revealed to be Jin, we all would have cheered.
Yeah.
And
the only way this could have been worse.
My money.
Yeah, the only way this could have been worse is if it would have done a full Last of Us and turned into the Least of Us by having her off him for some stupid.
Oh, yeah, having her kill him for revenge. Yeah, that would have been worse. They managed to dodge that bullet. It's not quite as bad as the Least of Us. That's right. But anyway, the point is that if you go by the numbers, okay, 5 years ago in 2020, the PS4, as I've stated, was 7 years into its lifespan.
Mm-hmm.
It had 112 million installed. Okay, so 112 million people that could potentially buy Ghost of Tsushima.
Mm-hmm.
They sold 13 million. That's actually good. It doesn't sound as good when you compare it to 112 million, but it is good for one game out of thousands to do. It's very good.
Yeah, it's about 11%.
Yeah, it's solid, fucking solid.
Yeah.
Compare that to, by the way, Final Fantasy 16, which did similar numbers to Ghost of Yote.
Yep.
And was considered a flop.
Yeah.
And but that's beside the point. Different horses for courses, right? This is the only comparison you can make is Yote. And for that, you have to compare the PS4 to the PS5. Now, the PS5 is 5 years into its lifespan and only has 84 million consoles sold. So you have 25% less people that can buy Ghost of Yote.
Right.
Okay. So straight out of the gate, that's not good.
Right.
But even having said that, as yet, it has only done about 4% of the total install base of PS5s.
Right.
So and word of mouth
decrease.
Word of mouth doesn't exist for this game.
No.
There's no groundswell, grassroots, guys telling each other. I literally have Ghost of Tsushima on my shelf because I had a buddy who was living where I was living in the lockdowns, and I met him for a cigarette like every day. I was smoking back then.
Yeah.
And we used to talk, and we ended up starting a company together.
Yeah.
Every day he was telling me about this fucking amazing game, Ghost of Tsushima. And I was like, what is this? I don't know. Anyway, eventually I ended up around his house one night. I think they were having a party or something. It was one of those kind of like fuck the lockdown parties, you know? So we're all around and all the women are chatting. And I went into his room where he had his PC. And not his PC, his PlayStation, and he set it up, and he threw on Ghost of Tsushima and let me play the intro, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is!" And he did it in Kurosawa mode as well, with the black and white and everything, and I was like, "Whoa, this is fucking awesome!" Right?
Mhm.
And but we were all broke in the lockdown because I was barely making any money from what work I was doing at the time, and so at that point I. Probably should have started the channel then, actually, in hindsight. But anyway, I digress. By the end of the year, we had started this company, and then he bought me a Christmas present, and it was Ghost of Tsushima.
Nice.
So in the early months of 2021, that's what I was playing. And oh, God, did I have a time with that game. What a fucking time I had with that game. I was moved, man. There was such wonderful shit in that game.
Right. Although I would say that there is word of mouth for this game, but it's what we're talking about right now, and this does not motivate sales.
Right. There isn't any real word of mouth for Ghost of Yotei.
No, nothing positive. Debate. Exactly.
It's a raging debate, and everyone's sick of it.
Yep.
The only people who benefited from this game's release, the way it is, and the discourse around it, are the people who ended up taking a punt and enjoying it.
Yeah.
That's it. If you wanted it to be a massive success, you didn't get what you wanted. Nor did you get what you wanted if you wanted it to be a total disaster, woke bomb flop. It doesn't happen the same in gaming as it does in movies.
I can't imagine in Sony's headquarters that this title is talked about fondly at this point in time, because corporations are driven by profits, and
even though this game has undoubtedly made money. I mean, $70 game, 3.3 million copies. That's $210 million.
But when it comes to corporations,
40.
But when it comes to corporations, it's not about the money that you have made. It's about the money that you didn't and how much got left on the table.
Of course. Yeah, there's so much left on the table. And also about the future money that you will make when you make another game like this.
Right. And now they have effectively thrown a brick wall on what would have otherwise been a bankable franchise.
Yeah, they've done another one of their franchises, the major tentpole franchises like Last of Us, and of course Ghost of Tsushima, and God of War, are fading away.
Yeah,
fading from prominence because of DEI, frankly.
Yeah.
And that's just all there is to it. There's no way around it. They need to do a fucking Square Enix and close down their American headquarters and go back to Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking clue.
And it is going to take a while. Like, I know, like, culture is kind of shifting back, and we've seen a lot of examples of that, and that's really good. But it's going to take a long time because, like, projects take so long to make. Like, whether they're movies or games or whatever, it's going to be quite a while until we actually see it in what's being made, unless things get cancelled and then stupidly delayed again, like GTA 6.
Yeah,
the bulk of this game was probably made during the Biden administration.
Yeah, corporations are like giant vessels. They take forever to turn around.
Yeah, and media properties take ages to make, like Rhoda says. Games now,
and so they're locked into development.
Sometimes ludicrously so. I mean, I said the other day, how many Grand Theft Auto games did we get on the PS2?
Right.
6? No, 5. Yeah. How many on the PS3? 1. 2 at the end. How many on the PS4? 0. Except for the re-release of GTA 5.
Yeah, and there's every possibility that the PS5 will end up with 0 as well.
If they don't get their shit together, yeah. But there we go. Anyway, so there you go. At the end of the day, the game has sold well, but it's not doing as well. It would have made more money if they had done a Jin Sakai sequel. I guarantee it. And by the way, Wizard pointed out, and he was correct as well, they could announce that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And suddenly audience faith would be restored.
Right.
But of course, if they did that, they'd also be tacitly acknowledging that this is a bust.
Right. Yeah. I think it was his coverage of this where he was saying that even if it was the same person who suggested this, like whoever suggested Ghost of Tsushima and Jin Sakai, probably, definitely loud them with praise. But if they came back to that person and then this was the thing that they suggested, put them out on their ass. You don't get to keep your job anymore. Like this is a terrible decision.
Yeah.
Especially from
Rufus
a
is right,
corporate
by the
standpoint.
way. GTA 6 is not a hype company. Rockstar has become like the companies that GTA 3 advertises.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There you go. Spamalot's here. Hello.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, that's it. As it stands right now, Ghost of Yotei is going to fade into obscurity.
Yeah.
And it will not be.
I doubt it hits 13 million.
It will be remembered as the lesser sequel. It will never do 13 million. No way. And if it ever did, it will not do it at like full price.
Right.
So no, this is technically a loss of profits. It's made profit, but it's not made anywhere near as much as it should have.
There were people that were hyped by the the wide scale release of Ghost of Tsushima when it went to Steam.
I know.
Yeah,
people were. There was more excitement about that than about this. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, that's where you're at with this thing.
There it is, indeed. All right, let's move on then. We got a couple we can skip. We'll get on to one. There's one for you.
There we are.
Apparently, they're making it. This will be a quick one.
God damn it! I read the second line.
Yeah, you read the first line and you go, and then you read the second line. You go, ugh. The Death Stranding anime is in the works at Disney Plus.
Ugh.
Death Stranding is becoming an anime series thanks to the folks at Disney Plus. Furthermore, creator Hideo Kojima will executive produce, while animator Takayuki Sano, Jujutsu Kaisen 0, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood will direct. That's actually really impressive. Death Stranding series is the first from new IP from Kojima Productions, led by Metal Gear Solid creator Hideo Kojima, within 2 entries with On the Beach releasing in 2025. Isn't it out yet?
It is.
All right, yeah.
And I actually did check the sales numbers on it. It's certainly not something to everybody's taste, and it has not, to be honest, it has not sold as well as the previous.
I was going to say,
but it is a very niche based. No, it's a very niche based thing.
When Death Stranding 1 was being announced, it was curiosity factor. When it was coming out, it was Kojima. It was Kojima without Konami. It was unrestrained, untethered Kojima.
It's a very obtuse game.
Wants. And then people were like, "Oh, this is curious. I wonder what it ends up being." And then a lot of people were disappointed by it.
Right.
And it is a very obtuse game. True.
Yeah.
It's not for normies. It's for hardcore gamers and Kojima fans. If you like that style, that's what it is. It's art, if you like. But there you go. It's fucking niche, and everybody knows that by the time of Death Stranding 2. So Death Stranding is never going to do the numbers.
Right. That, and there's people like me who, even if I do plan on purchasing it, is not going to be on the Sony PlayStation platform.
No. And the other thing is they probably will not greenlight a third one unless it's because Kojima is so fucking powerful and has so much clout in the industry that he can basically tell them they're going to do it and they will have no choice.
Right.
Which is possible. He seems to be untouchable no matter how his games do, But anyway, the post-apocalyptic Strand game, that's a weird genre, has become a hit for PlayStation fans. It helps that it bolsters an all-star cast led by Norman Reedus and some great visual narrative storytelling. A few months ago, Kojima announced more projects based on Death Stranding, like an anime movie and a film adaptation from A24. Now, it seems there's another project in the works at Disney Plus of all places.
I don't know about this.
I'm not sure about that art, mate.
Yeah.
It looks awfully
ethnic.
Pink.
Yeah.
Ethnic and pink and turquoise.
Is that a woman?
It looks like I think it is. It looks like they're trying to do a girl brand with it.
Yep. Ugh.
I thought this would make you happy, and then I realized.
No.
This news comes from Disney at the Disney APAC showcase currently going on in Hong Kong. Blah, blah, blah. You know what? Fuck this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can move on. We can move on. We'll have more to complain about in the coming weeks and months. We
will. Yeah, we certainly will. All right, we got a couple of little quick fire Trumpism things here. South Park creators have finally said something, and they've defended their constant abuse of the president by saying they're just mocking pop culture. They don't want viewers to think they attacked Trump out of any personal animosity. According to Variety, the pair recently sat down with the bullshit. They've been ripping on Trump for like literally generations. Like before he was ever president, he was in South Park. He's Trump. Now they're doing dick jokes and fat jokes, and he's fucking the devil.
Right.
No, the joke is they say he's fucking Satan.
Yes.
Right. Which means that if you say it that way, you could be calling him fucking Satan.
Right. And they put the visual gag there so that they can.
Yeah. It could be the verb or the I don't know what it's not an adjective. I don't know what the word is. There's a very particular type of word class that fucking falls into when you use it for emphatic use. According to Variety, the pair recently sat down with the New York Times to explain their approach. We're just very down the middle guys, Parker said. Any extremist of any kind we make fun of. Well, Trump's not an extremist. I don't understand. An intensifier, that'll work. That's a good one. It's not the one I was looking for, but it's a good one. Any extremist of any kind we make fun of, and we did it for years with the woke thing. That was hilarious to us, and this is hilarious to us. Okay. I mean, if that's the way they look at it, fair enough, but it's pissing people off. It's making them look like they've run out of ideas. That's the thing. It's not pissing just the like obviously the leftists are like, but it's not just the right that are like annoyed. I mean, I'm like, fine, roast the president, but can't you roast him for like the way he talks or some of his policies or something? Does it have to be he's fucking Satan?
Yeah, it's I
don't know.
It is kind of amateurish.
It's not of their level, really. The only way I could see it is if they're mocking the people who think he's fucking Satan,
right?
But they're not really.
No.
I don't know. It's just
it is a little bit lopsided.
So why is the show now in its 28th season what Variety calls a series of full-blown Donald Trump takedowns? He said it's not that we got all political; it's that politics became pop culture. That's true. That's 100%.
That is a fair.
Everyone is political now. Everyone. Yep. It's social media. When the politics started tapping into social media, everybody became political, and politics became pop culture. This is why the establishment Democrats are getting fucking felted at the moment by the extremists, because on the internet, everyone's got to be as extreme as possible all the time. I try not to be. I try to be one of the few voices of reason, which is probably why my channel's dying. But but there you go. Anyway, there's no getting away from MAGA. MAGA's great. MAGA's awesome. MAGA's just common sense. But many lament the change, noting that South Park was often at its best when lampooning the other aspects of pop culture. 2023 joining the Pandaverse skewered Kathleen Kennedy's leadership of Lucasfilm and gave us the line, "Put a chicken in, make it lame and gay." Has itself become part of pop culture. But from the duo's perspective, those days are over. It's like the government is just in your face everywhere you look. Yeah, and you're making it worse.
Right. You're not providing outlet from that.
Critics, however, have been quick to note that this is a recent development for the pair who took it comparatively easy on Obama and Biden. Yeah, they didn't do anything with Obama and Biden. They did one Ocean's 11 joke about Obama and McCain secretly being in it together for a heist. And that was it, that was literally it. Maybe they did a bit about how nothing had changed despite all the hope claims.
Right.
And that was maybe it. But in 2017, Hollywood in total reported that Parker and Stone were being shamed in the media for not making enough Trump jokes. For season 21, the South Park writers decided to back off from Trump, in part because everyone else was already mocking him. It was a decision that resulted in multiple think pieces criticizing their choice. One comedy show, decides there's nothing more to mock about the President Trump, and the knives come out. Hollywood in total said at the time. But then they did the Charlie Kirk episode. And days later, he was shot. Not related.
No.
But it will always be remembered. Literally. It will never be not tied to that now. Because it was the same week. They did the episode. Charlie Kirk went on the internet and laughed about it in good faith. Said he was flattered. Pointed out that they got him his mannerisms down where he's like drinking water while someone's talking to him.
Right.
Preparing to answer them. But then some lunatic shot him, some leftist dickhead. At that point, they really should have just gone, I know we're South Park, but okay, maybe we should take this in another direction. Make it about hysteria over Trump or something. Have a twist ending. They might still. This is the longest series of South Park ever. It's still going on as far as I believe.
I think they do them every 2 or 3 weeks. The episodes come out now, so yeah, it's truncated, but it's also still pretty long.
Yes, you know why that is, don't you? It's because of the Charlie Kirk episode.
Right.
They think politics moves so fast. If you did an episode every week, like this week, they'd be doing an episode about Trump being in a bunch of emails about Epstein, even though all that actually does is exonerate him further. The left are trying to, out of context, manipulate that to make him look like he was actually there and doing all the stuff, But, at the end of the day, it's not worked. And they really should just stop. People don't want South Park to be about the politics of America. They want it to be about these 4 boys and their misinterpretations of the adult world.
Right.
And the adults being comparatively insane to the children with all the shit that they get whipped up into hysteria about. If they were to turn this into a series about everyone freaking out about the president despite nothing really ever happening, it would be much funnier. Maybe they will. Maybe that'll be the end. I don't know. But there you go. Anyway, when the 2024 presidential election was ramping up, Parker and Stone decided to sit it out completely, hinting that Paramount's impending sale, I can't read, to Skydance created complications. They also added that doing 4 or 5 elections, it was less fun. Even though Biden had dropped out by that point and Harris seemingly offered plenty of comedic material non-stop, the South Park showrunners only mentioned the former president. According to Variety, Parker told Vanity Fair, I don't know what more we could possibly say about Trump. That's true. And then they did this.
Right.
It's annoying. Yeah, look at the way they roasted Harry and Meghan. That was brilliant. The worldwide privacy tour.
Awesome.
Great stuff. Brilliant. We want privacy. We want privacy. Fucking glorious. But yeah, I've been in phases watching South Park for the last 2 years, right from the beginning. Like every sort of 6 months, I watched like 2 seasons of it, and it changed a lot after series 19.
Yeah,
it really did. It's got worse. It's a shame. We have more from Trump. Good stuff. But before that, James Up for $5. Thank you, buddy. Says Death Stranding sold over 19 million copies.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, its sequel.
Not surprising.
Its sequel hasn't even cleared 2 million yet. So that too would be one of those things where you'd look at and say, not a success.
No. It found its It found its audience. I wonder how many of those 19 million actually finished it.
Very few.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know because
Trophies.
Trophies. Yeah, yeah. I have done things in the game that seem like they're not really too complex.
Game, platinum or something, and you.
Oh yeah, Death Stranding. I platinumed back before they even put out the director's cut,
because it usually ends up being about 1 to 2% who platinum the game.
Right.
It depends on the game, but you know,
on
a game like on an action adventure game for gamers, a single player focused one, people who actually do all the grind and the challenges, less than 5% usually.
Right. Well, there's nebulous trophies like that, especially, but just even progression trophies. You can just look at how it tracks down. Most people,
chapters.
Most people stopped before you even get to the motorcycle, because at that point in time, the walking simulator thing became what it was known for. And but honestly, at a certain point in the game, walking is the least of what you do. But
2 has journo mode, really. Ugh. Spamalot says he's platinum 0, but there you go. I guess it would be that thing. There's all the hype in the world. Everyone's like, "Oh, Hideo's done a new game. We got to play. It's going to be like Metal Gear Solid." And it's nothing like Metal Gear Solid, and it's kind of dull actually until you get to a certain part.
Yeah. I mean,
it's certainly not a normal game, like I said.
Yeah, it even makes a joke about how it's not Metal Gear specifically. There's a cardboard box reference.
Of course.
And it's actually quite hilarious too. Because
it doesn't like that would be stupid or something.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because Sam gets in a box and they're like, "What are you doing?" And it's like, and it's just this whole thing, because there's in the director's cut they added in this little thing that's kind of a nod to Metal Gear. Where you go into a facility kind of setup, and there's a box that you can get in, and immediately it becomes a point of conversation, and there's like
that it's ludicrous.
Yeah,
I don't think it's that ludicrous if the box is big enough, but hey, never know. Anyway, thank you, James. I appreciate you, man.
Who doesn't like to get in a box?
Yeah. Anyway, more Trump. He says he's going to sue the BBC.
Yes.
Now we've all seen the clip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I don't need to watch it then. There's a clip for those who haven't seen it. It's of Trump saying that he's gonna we're gonna march on the Capitol. It's January 6th, right? January 6th, as Michael Noel says. It's literally him standing saying that, and then he goes, "And we're gonna fight, and we're gonna fight, and we're gonna fight hard," and that was cut together by the BBC, and it was played as if it was one long statement.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the two statements, "We're going to Capitol Hill" and "We're going to fight," were 50 minutes apart, 5-0. And that is interfering in a foreign election. I genuinely think there should be like it should be an international incident.
I think it is
a government sponsored, there should be. I don't know who presides over these kinds of things, because normally if there's an international incident, it turns into a war, and that's not going to happen. But there needs to be something. Anyway, it was from the BBC documentary Panorama. God, remember when that was a good show?
Mm-hmm.
Which aired days before the 2024 election. Former BBC editorial guidelines and standards committee advisor Michael Prescott noted in a memo leaked to the Telegraph that Trump's January 6th Capitol speech had been deceptively edited. In the statement, he says, "We're going to walk down to the Capitol and I'll be with you, and we fight like hell, and if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore." However, despite the seamless editing, in reality, there was a 54-minute gap between the first statement and the one about fighting. The scandal has thrown the BBC into turmoil. Heads have rolled.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was. I think
the Director General's gone.
Yeah.
And I think it's like I don't know what the job title was, but like the head of journalism as well.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Right. Well, you know, with January 6th, so much of that was a staged incident.
Yeah, of
that
course.
was
It was
done
all
by.
staged.
Yeah. Well, there's a woman that was identified. She was part of the Capitol Police Department. That the pipe bomb that got found. She literally makes there's someone had a security camera outside their house, and they got footage of her making hand signals to other cops. People were, you know, talking about this whole thing. So yeah, this was something that was, you know, this was done in many ways by the opposition to Trump, so that they could, you know, continue to undermine our solvency as a nation and things like that.
Right.
All the,
of course, it was
all the
a
various
deliberate attempt by communists to destabilize, demoralize, and ultimately destroy America. It's Yuri Bezmenov's fucking statement in the 1980s.
Nancy Pelosi admitted at one point in time that it was her call to not call in the National Guard and things like that.
Yeah, and then now she tries to say it was Trump's.
Right, and then when someone actually asked her about this about a month or so ago,
she got snapped at him. Yeah, I saw the clip.
Shut up!
Turned around and said, "Shut up! Who are you? You don't know anything." Yeah, to a like an amateur journalist. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, after the article in the Telegraph, BBC's Director General Tim Davie and the CEO of News, Deborah Turness, resigned. In an exit statement, Davie told staff, while not being the only reason the current debate about BBC News has understandably contributed to my decision, you have been forced out because you fucked up. And not only did you manage to implicate the BBC is national. The BBC is state-sponsored. It is representing the British government.
Yeah.
And supposedly the British people, but it doesn't represent us at all.
No, it's an enforced tax.
Yes.
Yeah, he resigned in the same manner in which former Kotaku journalist was given the option resign or get fired.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Same situation. Yeah. James up for $2. That woman with the bombs was Capitol Police.
Yep.
Damn right. Not wrong there. Of course, that's all just
theory.
You know.
Yeah. Even though they did an AI analytics of it, and 98% with 98% accuracy, they keyed it to a specific woman who was working on the Capitol Police.
There you go. Anyway, thank you, James. Appreciate you, mate. It's not a theory. It's obviously knowledge now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the point is Trump has now decided that he is going to sue the BBC. The BBC has until Friday, November the 14th at 10 p.m. UK time to meet his demands, which is to receive a letter from Trump's lawyers demanding apology, retraction, and a payment to appropriately compensate President Trump for the harm caused. Says if they don't meet these demands, President Trump will be left with no alternative but to enforce his legal and equitable rights, all of which are expressly reserved and are not waived, including by filing legal action for no less than $1 billion in damages. $1 billion.
Right.
It's got to be done every time someone mentions a large sum of money. In a letter to the UK Culture, Media and Sport Committee Monday morning, BBC Chair Samir Shah, beautiful British name, said the conclusion of that deliberation is that we accept that the way the speech was edited did give the impression of a direct call for violent action. The BBC would like to apologise for that error of judgment. Even the Tuesday evening Trump error of judgment.
Right. That was a straight up attack. It's not
absolute liars. You
liar.
Yeah. Sorry, I genuinely didn't know what else to say. Like, that is absolutely fallacious. They are fucking lying through their teeth. An error in judgment. You can't accidentally trip, fall, and land exactly before he says something that would be completely incriminating and mischaracterizing of him.
That was calculated editing.
And allow for the narrative that he caused January 6th and wanted it to be a violent rampage. You can't fucking have done that by accident.
Right.
How stupid do you think people fucking are?
Right.
You
Well,
absolute country cows.
let's reframe it slightly. I think the error of judgment was thinking they were going to get away with it.
Correct.
Right. That is the error in judgment, because they didn't even, it would be one thing if they, and this would still be pretty shitty, but they didn't even put like a little moments later in between the one statement and the other.
Exactly. Yeah. If they'd done that and left a beat in between, it could have been said, well, he was talking about fighting in the same speech. So
Right. And but roughly an hour gone
this
by.
Is,
But
this is just literally
right.
Let's make it look like he said it in one, statement, so that we can implicate him and help our commie friends in America, because we are the deep state as well.
Right.
Commies without borders. Dissidents sans frontières.
Indeed.
Anyway, given that Tuesday evening Trump was still saying he will go through with the lawsuit, it appears Shah's response wasn't enough. Trump has a history of following through on his legal threats and winning, as CBS News, ABC News, and Meta can all attest.
Now, you see, if the BBC edited that, it would say Trump has a history of following through, as CBS News, ABC.
Yeah, but no, he does. You don't want to fuck with Trump. Don't fuck with Trump. Are you mad? The man is a bulldog. He will get you and he will gore you. You will be hung up, bleeding out, and left there, and he will say, "Well, he shouldn't have fucked with me." That's Trump. He will follow through, and he will fucking get his pound of flesh, and I am fucking bricked for it. Felt my stupid fucking communist country. Go for it. I love it. I fucking love it. Trump had alleged that in that 60 Minutes, by the way, selectively, this is we don't need this. We all know this. It's just going to go into the minutiae of the many ways that he did completely crush all of these companies for fucking with him. So there you go. Trump wins again. Absolutely no need to go about that. Other headlines we don't have time for. Jennifer Lawrence and Emma Stone creating feminist icon Miss Piggy movie about cancel culture.
What?
Yep. This is a thing. She's going to be reimagined.
Jesus.
Oh, that was not a flattering picture of her, man.
Jennifer Lawrence, a couple weeks ago, you said some things. It seemed like, you might.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Gonna get out of politics and blah, blah, blah. Lawrence called Miss Piggy a feminist icon.
Jesus.
No, she's a cartoon. She's a Muppet. She was, of course, on The View, the least fat person on set.
Indeed.
Miss Piggy's character, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. Look, it is what it is. I'll probably talk about it on Hyperdrive time. But that's a story I want to get into a bit more another time. We also have, of course, Brie Larson being cast as Rosalina in Super Mario Galaxy. Talked about that yesterday.
Surprisingly, Grace Randolph is quite annoyed by that.
That's true. That's why I was going to go with it. But again, we are wrapping up. We don't have a lot of time. Grace Randolph is angry because Brie Larson has been cast in it, which is very interesting because, of course, Brie Larson was pushed as the feminist superhero. Grace Randolph is a retard. Sorry, a feminist.
I mean, it's kind of a simile at this point.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, exactly. And the reality here is there's only a couple of reasons why Grace Randolph would do this. Number one, she hated the original Mario movie despite claiming to be a fan of the games. Bullshit. No one thinks she got roasted by everyone from every side for that. It basically destroyed her credibility. Not that she hadn't to begin with, but she got felted on all sides for that take. It was retarded. Everybody liked the Mario movie, even though the trailer did tease some girl bossery. And the second trailer, the first trailer for the second movie that I watched yesterday on the stream is riddled with girl boss moments as well. So not particularly thrilled about that, but they might just be playing it to avoid backlash from the left so that when the movie comes out, it's sort of lifetime too late like they did with the Mario movie.
Right.
We barely saw Mario and Luigi do anything in the actual trailer. Maybe the second trailer will get it. Anyway, yes, Sturgeon, that's right. Miss Piggy was voiced by Frank Oz like everybody else. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, you know, I could do it too. Easy. But there we go. Anyway, they're saying Nintendo takes a big risk. I don't think it's a big risk, to be honest. I don't think Brie Larson has the hate power that she does. Channels may have been launched and into the stratosphere of the crap that Brie Larson said before, but the last few times she's appeared in any kind of interview capacity over the last year or year and a half or so, she's flatly rejected being sucked into the narrative.
Right.
Which means that she's aiming for a redemption arc. And I wouldn't be, you know, I don't like her very much, but I'm not going to begrudge her her opportunity to try and change her perception.
Right. Which, you know, similar to Jennifer Lawrence coming out at one point in time and saying a thing. It doesn't matter what you say. It matters how you follow through. And so if her follow through is just, I'm just going to just focus on my work, you know, let my work speak for itself, then that's actually putting action to those words.
Exactly.
Going in, you know, as opposed to what Jennifer Lawrence seems to be up to with the previous little bit. So.
Indeed. Anyway, we have bigger fish to fry. Starting with this. Have you seen this?
What is it? What is it?
I can't believe I missed that one. I just did.
I know. Oh yeah, okay. I just damn right I saw this. Yes,
proud of it.
I know what
People
this
on
is.
Steam
Yeah,
Decks
yeah.
have been playing everywhere, and we couldn't be happier with the response we've heard from all of you. We're excited to talk about the future of Steam Deck, but not today, because this isn't a video about the future of Steam Deck. This is a video about the future of Steam hardware. Today, we're announcing 3 new members of the Steam hardware lineup. All connect you with powerful PC gaming. All are optimized for gaming with Steam, and all are shipping in early 2026.
I'm not gonna lie. I am.
Yeah.
Really,
Yes.
like, I mean, I can't afford any of it, but I think it's fucking marvelous.
I will. You know, this is. I'm now looking at my next PC. In this,
the way I've interpreted it, and I haven't seen all of the coverage yet, so I kind of wanted to live react a bit, semi live react. The way I'm seeing it is it's a console for adults. It's what consoles should probably have evolved into when they started clunkily trying to turn into PCs, but with shittier firmware and all the bad stuff.
I mean, you guys have seen the way
that it looks. Even just the way it looks is mature,
right? And you've seen
like an Xbox, you know,
right? And you've seen the way that I have gotten every bit of use out of my Steam Deck.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just a Steam Deck, but this new Steam machine.
I'm so on Steam side now.
Oh.
So let's get into it then.
This one.
This is proper.
This I fucking love. First thing first, by the way, last week we reviewed and ranked pretty much all of the control pads since the NES days. The common thread for most of us was if you don't have symmetrical sticks, you're out. That was for me and Rhoda anyway. So let's have a look at what we've got here. Oh, look at that!
This is the new Steam.
Boom! Look at this beautiful.
And it's got those amazing trackpads from the Steam Deck, which you can program to do some really, really useful shit in Final Fantasy 14.
And there's even more. This thing,
I love using the trackpad.
It's got 4 programmable buttons. This is a Steam Deck minus the screen.
I know,
and put into an optimal controller form. Yeah, this is. I've been waiting for this for
me.
This looks tasty as
couple of years. Yeah,
this looks. It looks a little bit like the. It looks a little bit like the Switch Pro controller, but with the with the analog sticks in the right place.
Yeah,
and the buttons arranged. It looks like it's for adult hands.
Yeah.
Look at the new Steam controller puts all of your Steam games at your fingertips, so you can play wherever and however you want.
I might just invest in the pad, to be honest.
Oh yeah, well that alone, I can assure you, having as I own a Steam Deck, yes, having trackpads and the things that you can do with said trackpads, especially in conjunction with a Steam library. Yeah, this controller is such a game changer. I would. Even though it's not out yet, Yeah, yes, and even though it's not out yet, I would say if we were to do a controller
it would probably
ranking, it would be
I would
I would put this at the top of the top.
I'm thinking it might be the one. Yeah,
with Steam Deck, we want you to be able to play any game with your team.
Sorry,
was that Rhoda?
I think you slightly missed my point about the trackpad. What I mean, it's like obviously like the PlayStation trackpad is great, but the Steam Deck and apparently now this controller has dual trackpads, and they're both depressible, so they're both an independent trackpad and a button.
Yeah. Oh, there's not only that, but you can also put certain functions into different areas of the trackpad as well. So you can actually make one button into 4 buttons, and and all kinds of stuff. That
would be super useful for FF14.
Yeah,
given that you have to like the way you play it with a pad.
I
button. I have a map, so you've got L2 and then a button, R2 and then a button, and then for the ones when I have a double press to get the second tier, so I can get the second menu, and then for the third menu, I have like press one and the other, and the buttons, and then the other version of that. If you had the touchpad buttons, you don't need that,
right? And to be
more buttons.
To be honest, the only downside to having my Steam Deck docked is I end up using a PS5 controller instead of the actual Steam Deck controls itself. So now that I was even looking for trying to get a hold of the original Steam controller a while back, but finding one of those nowadays is, I should have got one when they liquidated them, because when they did the liquidation, they were selling them for like $5, right? And now they're very hard, because they're out of production, everything like that. So I've been waiting for this for nearly as long as I've owned my Steam Deck, because the implications of this are just amazing. And the fact that I'll be able to still, and in conjunction with the Steam machine that we'll see in a moment, Valve has won the console war.
I mean, they kind of feel it looks like they have. I mean, we're going to gush a bit because we're all Steam fans here, and I'm like the newbie to the bunch. But this looks to me a lot like what consoles should have evolved into. In the previous generation, and it looks mature, it looks sleek, it looks adult. The pad is great. This is not, no one could look at this thing and go, this is for kids.
Right. Well, the cool thing about it too is they're also making, if you want to, it comes in a just a responsible looking kind of black finish, right?
Yeah.
But you can literally change the case on the controller. So if you want it to be transparent or translucent or anything like that, there's so much customization that they're making on this thing. I believe that within weeks, if not months at most, that there will be a companion cube skin that you'll be able to put on the new Steam
almost
machine.
certainly, yeah. But anyway, let's watch more.
Indeed.
The game's never built with a controller in mind.
There are people asking
Has all
questions
the great
already,
features
like,
from
is
Steam.
it going to let GOG run on it? Yes,
of course.
It's a PC.
Yeah. Yes. Everything a Steam can do, the Steam machine will be able to do.
Yeah.
But in 4K.
Companion cube is the thing from Portal, by the way, if people don't know.
Like trackpads, gyro, and back buttons, all in a comfortable form factor.
This is a great pad.
Its next generation magnetic thumbsticks let you play.
Yes, and the Hall effect. That's the
it's
improvement.
$100 at least.
You know what? Even for $100, that is, there's value here, because that's the only thing that I would change about my Steam Deck is putting in Hall effect controls rather than what's currently in there, because it can possibly get drift, which is also the other part of the reason why I just was like, I want to dock it, because when I can afford it, although now it's kind of becoming, I'll just save money for the controller instead and not worry about it.
Yeah.
But because the one criticism I had about it, they actually have even gone and, taken care of now.
What did they actually do?
Its next generation magnetic thumbsticks let you play with improved responsiveness and longevity.
Okay, right.
We put capacitive touch sensors on the thumbstick.
Magnetic, yeah. That'll do it.
and now on the back of the controller too, so you can enable precision gyro aiming with the touch of your thumb or your pinky if you're feeling fancy.
I don't care about gyro, but okay.
Play for way too long with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery.
Hey, Rhoda, thanks, man. Gifting 5 for the princess, 5 for the Grift Force, you legend. Thank you.
Let's go, Grift Force! Doing it for the princesses!
One thing that most people probably don't even know, though, the thumbsticks, and this is even on the current Steam Deck, so I imagine it'll be the same for this one. They have capacitive touch controls built into the thumbsticks as well. So you literally can actually, much like the trackpad, the thumbsticks actually have some aspect of the trackpad capabilities built into them as well.
Right.
Steam is amazing.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like when Apple was good, but for gaming.
Right.
You know?
That allows for over 35 hours of playtime. With Steam Controller, we want to make
a hell of a battery life.
Charging and wireless pairing something that's actually
God damn, I wish my desk was anywhere near that clean.
Mine is right now, but that's only because I literally put this desk
you
this
set
week.
it up. Yeah. It's only a matter of time. Look, I mean, I've got like fucking Terrence and Phillip keychain on my desk I haven't used in 30 years.
Right.
Or 25 years. But anyway, there we go.
Easy. That's why we created the Puck. The Puck is a combination wireless adapter and magnetic charger included with every Steam controller. Snap it on to charge. Once you're charged up, snap it off again. You can play over Bluetooth or a wired connection too. The new Steam controller works with any...
You can play it on your Steam Deck, effectively turning it into a Switch.
Yes.
Device running Steam or Steam Link, whether it's a PC, Mac, handheld, smartphone, Steam Deck,
To be fair,
or the new Steam machine.
You can already do that with a Steam Deck and run it in wireless mode. And I can actually say, as of this week, you can actually now finally run wireless on a PS5 controller on Windows operating systems, because I now have to run it on Bluetooth, so I could free up some USB channels and whatnot.
That's good. Yeah. That's good. All right.
Whether it's a PC, Mac, handheld, smartphone, Steam Deck, or the new Steam machine. Oh, this is the new Steam machine.
I love this. I love the way they did this video. This is about where I saw it from earlier, but this thing is sex on toast.
Steam machine.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the new Steam machine.
Sex on toast. Ooh.
The GameCube.
Yes.
GameCube.
Machine is a powerful gaming PC in a small but mighty package.
Designed for they've got different fronts for it.
Yeah.
Be,
the only criticism to this whole trailer, this whole hype trailer, is going to show up here in about 2 or 3 seconds.
Steam machine is a powerful
gaming
PC.
No. Just wait.
Small but mighty package. Designed for your games on the big screen. It's quiet too, which is
sitting on the couch.
Huh?
They're sitting on the couch. There's 2 lesbians sitting on a couch playing a game.
PC in a small but mighty package. Designed for your games on the big screen. It's quiet too, which is crazy.
I don't know. That could just be a really fat-faced dude.
No. There's a shot from the other side.
It's 6 times more powerful than a Steam Deck. Powered by a discrete, semi-custom AMD GPU.
Oh, I know.
Enabling
I know.
4K gaming at 60 frames per second with FSR. Steam Machine runs SteamOS, made for a bigger screen. Built for gaming in your living room, your office, or wherever you play. With
someone freaked the fuck out about the women being in the trailer.
Someone shout is woke.
Kind of, yeah.
They runs SteamOS, made for a
fuck what? It's not woke. Fuck off.
Built for gaming in your living room.
They're just doing this fucking corporate crap.
Right.
I all right, yeah, fine. It's woke. The trailer's woke. The machine is not.
Office or wherever you play with the rest of your PC accessories. Steam Machine borrows some great features from Steam Deck.
I've only seen like one dude in this trailer so far, but now I'm looking for that. I want to look at the tech.
Like lightning fast sleep and wake, an SD card slot to easily expand your storage. It brings some new tricks of its own,
very nice,
like a customizable LED strip, which can show different system functionalities, or your own light show. Steam Machine is a PC, so run whatever software you want, and it works with all your favorite desktop and gaming accessories. Steam Machine is designed to work hand in hand with the Steam controller, with the low latency wireless connectivity of the Steam controller puck built right in. And it's great for streaming your games to your phone, tablet, laptop, Steam Deck, or Steam Frame.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is Steam Frame.
Yeah, I'm less hyped for that.
I mean, I
The
don't give a shit
controller
about
I
VR.
want. The cube I really want.
Yeah, the cube I want eventually. This I don't care about VR, but
No.
but of all the headsets I've seen, this is the best.
Yeah.
Like this looks like it would actually be comfortable to wear.
Steam Frame is Valve's next generation VR hardware. Stream all your Steam games, VR and non-VR alike.
Sorry, just the way that
Steam Frame is
women look
Valve's next
together.
generation
They're
VR.
mostly women in this trailer.
Stream all your Steam games.
She's not playing this. She's not going to use this. What's she doing there?
Getting paid to
This
do a
woman's
commercial.
like, she's not going to be there. She's like, what, Indian or something? She's not going to be, oh, I'm having real fun playing Batman VR. You know, it's not going to happen. It's going to be like, would you like more curry, dear?
VR and non-VR alike.
Now, these are fucking sexy.
Yeah.
In this comfortable,
These are what Joy-Con should be.
lightweight, wireless VR headset. Steam Frame uses camera-based tracking, so getting into your games is as easy as slipping on the headset and waking it up.
Except, of course, they wouldn't be functional as Joy-Cons because they're the wrong shape. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing out ideas here.
Steam Frame controllers, included with the headset, are designed with all the inputs you need for your VR titles, like motion controls and capacitive tracking for all your fingers, as well as a split gamepad layout to work with your whole Steam library. They even feature the same magnetic thumbsticks as Steam controller for responsiveness and longevity. Steam Frame also pairs seamlessly with the new Steam controller, a great companion for playing non-VR games in the
I
headset.
love that. You can sit and play it, and basically there's...
Right.
See, that's what VR was inevitably going to become, because gaming is a sedentary pastime. People want to sit down and, oh, you're going to generate a screen in front of me in VR. That's it.
To make sure streaming is smooth and stable no matter what, Steam Frame includes a wireless adapter that lets you stream your games from your PC to your headset over a fast and dedicated Wi-Fi 6 connection. And the game is streamed to your frame optimized for VR, using new technology that allows for the highest resolution streaming exactly where your eyes are looking. And Steam Frame is a PC, running SteamOS. In addition to streaming, you can install and play a bunch of VR and non-VR games right in the headset without a host PC. You can also
It's about
expand
as close as I've ever come to wanting VR.
your onboard storage to fit even more
I
games
still don't really care, but I would like to try that on.
Yeah.
with the micro SD card. Steam controller, Steam machine, and Steam Frame.
If
all built
I-
with the same DNA as Steam Deck, all powered by Steam, work together, and can be used however you'd like with whatever peripherals and accessories you choose. Everything you see here is the culmination of what we've learned from our previous hardware experience and what we've wanted ourselves as gamers. Powerful PC gaming in an open ecosystem, giving you more ways to enjoy the games you love and discover new ones. Steam controller, Steam machine, and Steam Frame are all shipping in early 2026. Learn more at steampowered.com/hardware.
Yeah, as the Steam apologist here on the show, I would, I'm definitely getting the controller. The Steam machine is my next PC. I will say that I can say right now. I don't even care about anything else PC wise, because I can get a big enough NVMe drive that if I want to run a secondary OS on it, I can just make a bootloader for it, and there you go. So that will be my next PC. And even though I don't really much care for head mount systems, the way that this thing is built without a whole bunch of cables and stupid bullshit or anything like that, and it also runs Steam OS. Yeah, if I have discretionary income to afford all three of these things, I will gladly get all three of them.
Right. I mean, if I had, unlimited money, I'd just buy a lot.
Yeah. But
whether I use it or not.
Yeah, but that controller though, that is a definite purchase.
That controller, I need to have that. Yeah. That's too cool. That's too nice. Anyway, there you go. Those are the things. I think this is going to change a lot. If it depends. It depends on price, because there's a lot of speculation over how much this shit's going to cost. Some people say it's going to be over $1,000. Smash JT said he'd be surprised if the cube is more than 800.
Right. No, this is the thing about.
I mean, it depends what they want to do.
Well, here's the crazy thing about Valve. They actually believe in profit by volume and loss leaders. Steam Deck is the Steam Deck, very, very easily priced. And what they'll do more than likely is they'll put out different tiers of the amount of storage that comes on board.
Yeah, there's a
which you'll be able to
512
upgrade
terabyte or something.
Yeah, because when they put out the Steam Deck, there was 3 flavors of the Steam Deck. You get the one with I think it had 64 gigs, 256, and 512, and then they ended up putting out the OLED that has a terabyte into it. But all these things, you can just crack it open and put in a new drive. So, you know, even if you get the lowest cost of entry one, and the only thing that's going to separate it from the highest tier one will be the amount of storage that's in there. So I see this coming out. $1,000 would be the highest, but I'm pretty sure they are going to do everything they can to actually with
again, man.
Right.
With the source, according to analysts, but you know they're usually all correct. Predict a launch price between $699 and $999 US.
I will sell my PS5 to get this if I have no other recourse. So
it'll be $700, but that's again, it's not just a console,
right? This is a PC.
Yeah, it's a PC. It's a gaming PC. Yeah, it's I mean, I don't know what the specs are.
To call it a console would be to minimize it. You know.
Yeah, what I'm saying is it's an evolution of consoles.
Right. This is what consoles
grown up as gamers and want something a bit more sophisticated.
Right.
If they want a dedicated game machine, they can have it, but it can also, you know, double as a PC.
And that's the great thing about the Steam products. Well. Once you start going in on just one aspect of it and you start to learn more about it, it opens up your creativity and the possibilities. And it's consoles wish they could be this good.
Yeah.
And if they were to do it, they're gonna, you know, because Microsoft's kind of trying to talk about how they're trying to do something similar to this, but $1,500 is, you know, or you know, it'll be. Yeah.
CPU is an AMD Zen 4, 6 cores, 12 threads, up to 4.8 gigahertz. Good. GPU, a custom AMD RDNA 3, 20 computing units, 8 gigabytes GDDR6 VRAM, right? 16 gigs of DDR5, upgradable. Storage,
upgradable RAM,
512.
That's good.
That's very good. 512 or 2 terabytes, expandable via slot or micro SD. 4K 60 FPS gaming with FSR upscaling and ray tracing. Connectivity HDMI 2, DisplayPort 1.4, Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth, and multiple USB ports. So it's DisplayPort. That's fine. There's adapters for that. That's roughly 6 times more power than the Steam Deck, making it capable of running demanding titles like Cyberpunk or Starfield smoother than current gen consoles.
Yep.
Runs SteamOS, supports third-party apps, plays nice with almost any controller, keyboard, or peripheral. The new controller integrates perfectly. Power on or your TV.
And the expansion, like was just mentioned, not proprietary.
And here's the real kicker, right? It means it supports your entire Steam library out of the box.
Right.
So you already have
your game library.
Hundreds, maybe thousands of games for it.
Right.
And Steam is the most affordable platform.
Right. Because
for
no
games.
yearly service fee for fucking playing online or any kind of stupid bullshit.
Constant sales. It's front loaded the cost, but after that, it's genius.
Yeah.
You've got like this could literally end the console wars.
Oh yeah, as I said, Valve wins. This
is
it.
Because now they've basically gone, right, we're going to give the people a console that they pay up to have, but once they have it, everything else is cheap.
Yeah, and because it runs Linux, it's open source. It doesn't have a whole bunch of spyware and shit like that built into it. Like, this is what...
And you can run emulators on it.
Yeah. So thus again why I say I will sell my PS5 to get this.
I need nothing else ever. I'm done. Yeah. This is I can retire on this thing.
Yeah.
Well, I think Will sees a streaming machine there.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You quite literally, much as I have streamed from my Steam Deck. This
no. I mean for streaming emulator games.
Yeah,
right, right. Everything. Right. But what I'm saying is you can use this for everything. This is a good, I won't say high end, I'll say mid-tier gaming PC, but it's good enough and focused enough to where it does what it needs to do. And it's over. It's over. I haven't had interest in Xbox for years, and PS5 has completely put me off PlayStation. So
Phil Spencer is here to congratulate Valve on the Steam machine.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
Yeah, and unlike Microsoft, Valve actually has the engineers to actually just go and make shit and do it right, and not just go and pay someone else to do it and then put their branding on it.
Exactly. He's commented on it. What did he say?
He said it looks like an Xbox Series X because he has to try to get a dig in.
Expanding access across PC, console, handheld devices reflects a future built on choice. Core values that have guided Xbox's vision from the start. As one of the largest publishers on Steam, we welcome new options for players to access games. Congrats on today's launch. It's not a launch. It's an announcement. The launch is when it comes out. Dumbass. Is that what he said? Is that what he said?
Well, he also made his little dig about how it looks like an Xbox Series X.
No. It looks more like a GameCube. That's
right.
That's what me and Lilith were saying last night. I called it Gabe Cube.
Yeah, it's a little bit like the Gabe Cube. Yeah. Well, yeah, but the thing is, it's smaller and more powerful.
Yeah. So, no, I am like 90% sure I'm getting one.
Oh, I have to get a new PC at some point in time that will actually be able to facilitate all my everything. That is it.
I'm not going to be able to get one for a long time, but one day. Anyway, there you go. That's our show, guys. Thank you for being here. We have done a lot of topics and talked a lot of smack. Let's get to some outros and we can begin to wrap up. Rhoda, what's going on? In fact, you guys do your outros. I just got to go talk to my wife for a second.
No worries.
By the time you're done.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Should be set. I think for most of you tonight, for me tomorrow morning, back on noise pollution. That should be a good bit of fun. And yeah, then what? Well, tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow is Friday, and I'm finally going to have the chance to do my own bloody stream again, which I haven't had because I've been covering other people's hours at work because they've been on holiday or vacation, as you say. There's been nothing on my channel for like a week and a half. And yet I haven't lost any subs, so thanks to everyone who subbed to me and hasn't given up. That's awesome, thank you. I think we'll probably be doing some Tomb Raider tomorrow evening by my reckoning, but I don't know, everybody's from everywhere around here, which again is a great thing. And obviously Saturday got a nice short shift, and I'm going to come home and watch the first 2 episodes of Red Dwarf Series 7 for the umpteenth time, but I've got an excuse to because of what we're up to on Sunday, which is going to be an absolute bloody blast. I absolutely promise you, John. So yeah, all pretty good. I'm through the fog and I'm back into the good bit again.
Nice.
Yeah. And yeah, so like thanks to everyone for sticking with me, and yeah, that's about it. Just thanks to everyone. John?
Indeed. Of course, I can always be found here with you and obviously Will throughout the week. at this time of the day on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays for WTF Live at this time. Later tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, Toasty and I will be doing another show over on her channel, exclusively on Rumble. Well, I guess we are technically on X, but yeah, on Rumble throughout the week, Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at the 8 p.m. Eastern start time. I'm not quite sure what we're going to get into today, but Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's usually just her and I, and then we do our panel shows stuff on the weekends. And then on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, I do the Weekend Culture on Honey Badger Arcade, and that runs for about 2 hours. And then with a little hour break in between, I get ready to stream again at 2 p.m. Eastern for Heavenly Jester's channel, which is bi-weekly. So this week we're actually having an off weekend, but next weekend we will be starting at 2 p.m. Eastern over there at that time. And personally, I will be working on some thumbnail art and trying to, get this new system up to speed where it needs to be and everything like that. But this has been definitely a very fun-filled show today, especially at the end getting to gush about Steam products, because I think I'm
excited.
I think I am kind of one of the poster boys for, like if there were a Steam quote fanboy amongst us, I think it's I literally do stream. I streamed on a Steam Deck for almost a year, so I think that kind of puts me in a whole other tier.
They've planted their flag now, like beyond just being a game platform. They're like, all right, we're in hardware now, and not just portable versions of the portable version of what you can do on your PC. Now it's like, we're going to build you a dedicated machine that you can put in your living room and make it a family thing, or for your own convenience. It's stylish, it's powerful, it's contemporary. It's a disruptor,
and my hope here is that with this new Steam machine and Steam controller coming out in the next year, that more people will actually give the Steam Deck a little bit more of a consideration for things that you can do, because there is every indication that you'll be able to install on here Moonlight and Sunshine, and you'll actually be able to just use your Steam Deck as a passive conduit, through the internet, to even make the battery time on this last even longer, and you can actually just really get some amazing use out of that in conjunction. My thoughts on this thing just go, you know what, we got plenty of time to get into this in the next weeks and months ahead, so I'll just simply say for right now, thank you everybody who hung out with us for the last 2.5-ish hours of the show, and always a pleasure to be here with you, Will, and of course Rhoda as well, and everyone in the chat. You are definitely a quality audience, and we appreciate every moment we get to hang out with you throughout the week. But of course, with that said, you all have a wonderful week going forward. Of course, safe travels ahead, and be awesome as always.
Beautiful. And thank you very much, everybody, for watching episode 180 of WTF Live. My God, they're getting up there now, aren't they? It's not going to be long. We're going to be doing 200.
Yeah, pretty soon I'm going to cross the threshold of actually being longer co-host tenured than Ryan was.
He'll hate that. He loves keeping count of stuff like that.
I know. Let's see what the episode number is, because if we're up to 180, I showed up on.
I don't care myself.
I know. I'm just saying.
I got to put together a fun show and go to work. That's my end of it. I'm like,
I only know
getting pretty high.
The odd thing is I only know because I started on episode 49, because it was episode 50 where you did one of your celebration ones. So I guess so. But anyway.
Yeah, that's fine, man. I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying.
But yeah, no, the main thing is just
I think it's amusing that you guys care about like how many you've been on or whatever.
Oh no, I'm
much more focused on the stuff that actually makes the show.
Oh yeah, no,
I have no idea how many I've been on.
Right, I don't really focus necessarily on the metrics, other than I know it gets up Ryan's ass.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Anyway, St. Hugo jumped off the top rope with a 777 euros. Says Lister, Vindaloo, Triforce, Vindaloo, and Cat.
Nice.
Sounds like a fun Friday night.
Indeed.
Vindaloovians forever. Oh, I needed to send that to Disgusting. He wants to do something with the Vindaloovian national anthem because I haven't had time yet. I'll be sure to do it. I'll send it to him. He mentioned it in our chat. And St. Hugo, thank you for the support. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah. What was I going to do? I was going to play a thing. There it is. This one. Thank you. And Groofus is here for 199. Says, I want Half-Life 3. Damn it. Yeah.
Support Valve.
A lot of people, man. Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah, support Valve, and maybe we'll be graced with it at some point.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys. Appreciate you for supporting the channel any way you can. Shout out to Furious Dan for the 2 chats that he sent. Yamato85 for the membership. James Op, as always. Iris Rhoda for the 5 memberships as well. St. Hugo and Groove for Script. A little light today, but it's a surprise. It's the first stream in ages we haven't shown any tits. But hey, whatever. It is what it is. It's the time of year. And we had fun anyway. Hope you did too. Glad that we got through all these topics because when I saw them today, I was like, holy shit, that's a lot. That's a lot. You know, with the Wanker of the Week, the Apple stuff, and the Steam stuff. My God, you know. There's like so much shit. I was like, how are we going to fit it all in one show? But we did. We had to skip over some stuff. But to be fair, we did the important things. So that matters. Indeed. Anyway, we'll be back on Sunday with the review of Red Dwarf Series 7, Episode 1 and 2. My God. Tika to Ride and Stoke me a Clipper.
Nice.
Consequences are coming.
Ace Rimmer.
The return of Ace and the departure
of
Rimmer.
Guy.
So there we go. That is Rimmer's final episode. It's the end of Rimmer and Red Dwarf, as we know him. So there we go. All will become clear. All will become clear. In the meantime, it is interesting though, because when you get to like Back to Earth and beyond, it's like, which Rimmer is this? Oh, who cares? Fuck it, just laugh, you know. Sardoc is here for £2. Thank you. Says new meme. We will get GTA 6 before Half-Life 3. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, or we will get Half-Life 3 before GTA 6.
Okay.
I don't know which one is funnier, but they're both pretty damn good. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for that.
How about we'll get Chess 2 before either of them?
We'll get what?
Chess 2.
Chess 2. That's pretty good. Yeah. Backgammon 3. All right. Anyway, now that is us up to date, isn't it? So thank you guys. Appreciate you. Yeah. I'll be back with Hyperdrive time tomorrow. I don't know if we'll be playing some Jackbox maybe after that. We'll see how it goes. What else? Anything? I'm working on videos. I've got videos galore coming out. They're coming out starting in 15 minutes time and then 3 hours later. And I'm going to try and get 2 videos out at those exact times. Whatever time it is for you in 15 minutes, that's when my video comes out. And at 4 a.m. for me. So that's 3 hours later. I'm trying to make sure I consistently post videos now because it is fucking the channel that there were so many interruptions this year, which is why the audience has dwindled. It's why the view counts have dwindled. Everything's fucking crashing around me. I'm trying to repair as fast as I can. And Microsoft Solitaire 2, so Sturgeon, pretty good. Yeah. How do they upgrade it?
It'll be monetized.
2 decks. Oh yeah, monetized.
Oh no, I've got one. Miss Minesweeper.
And I'm not even
Minesweeper. Oh no.
And I'm not even joking about that. Solitaire on Windows, I think it started with Windows 10 and definitely Windows 11 is got microtransactions and stuff in there for solitaire games. Yeah.
We'll all be playing with DE Ice instead of dice. But there you go. Anyway, guys, Mrs. Minesweeper's good. Space Cadet 2, Pinball. These are great. All right, guys, we got to wrap it up, though. Take care of yourselves. Have a good time. Take care. Spike your hair. Fuck Disney. Fuck Nintendo, too.
That's
Preston everything. Respect the fans. Check out the Discord. Link below. Boys of the fans. We'll see you on Sunday. Or maybe tomorrow. Ta-ta.